Check. Can you check it?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Check it.
there, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Highspots Virtual Gimmick Table. I, of course, am your host, the Man Scout Jake Manning, and I am flanked by the Havok Death Machine, Jessika Havok, and, of course, the Callihan Death Machine, Sami Callihan. Sami, Jessika.
I don't like the introduction.
You don't like it? Dude,
I enjoyed
the Callihan Death Machine, the draw, Sami Callihan. You got one more try, Jake.
I know, okay.
I book you. You got one more try.
This is what it's like at every Revolver show, every single time.
Do it again, Jake.
I drive 20 hours one way just to deal with this. The Callihan Death Machine, the draw himself, former Impact World Champion, the owner, the booker, the innovator of Wrestling Revolver, the man, the soon-to-be mayor of Dayton, Ohio, Sami Callihan.
I like it.
You did not deserve that introduction.
I think I do. I
But,
booked him,
okay.
but he is really over. He is really over.
The tent has got me there. You know, you
I don't know, dude. You could run for the mayor of Iowa.
I would.
You're
qualify.
big with the Iowa.
I would
Yes.
qualify.
You're really
there.
big with the Iowa.
I could be a senator there for sure. At least they've got far better
do
than
a lot
some.
better than what we got right now.
Oh yeah, you tell me. There are some bad ones there.
Oh. I have no clue who the senators.
No, they're bad. You are correct.
Spot on.
You are correct. But guys, how you guys doing? I was so excited for this day. It's been so long since I've seen both of you. How are you both?
It's been one of the first times I'm out of my bubble.
Out of your
I don't
bubble.
leave home ever.
I'm particularly happy to see you
Yes.
because you're someone that I've always enjoyed. I could vent to you. We could have some fun together, some jokes, this and that, and then I could watch you wrestle and be awesome.
Is that how you really feel about him?
Yeah, Sammy. I'm not going to give you the introduction that he did. That's for damn sure. You don't want me to
Tapping my
give you your
foot,
introduction.
You know what that means. I'm tapping the foot.
Tap the foot then. I don't care. That's fine. Do the dishes once. And then.
You don't put
and
that
then-
on me.
And then. It's all fun
I
here.
love how this turns into roast Sami Callihan on Highspots.
You
I know,
started it.
That's how this stream has started. But no, it's I miss dishing with you.
Yes.
Like I love it when you get very excited and you get on a roll. I go, oh, Jessica,
Ooh.
tell me exactly how you feel about this person.
Oh, I do. And I do.
You do.
I don't hold back.
I know. And you, Sammy, I've missed hanging out with you so much.
Oh, yeah.
I have. I really have.
I haven't had a human contact in a long time.
I know you're in this bubble right now.
It's true. I keep myself away from his
I know.
bubble.
I noticed that I would have gave you guys the opportunity to stand next to you, but you just like walk in the side and just are really close to me and really far away from your significant other right here.
I've been in a car for 7 hours.
Same.
So I apparently I've now turned to the referee in this situation. I feel like Judge Mills Lane right now.
Last time we wrestled, she kicked me in the throat.
It was awesome.
This is true.
I would do it again.
I've wrestled both of you, and you both have stiffed me. So I can only I hope you both have. And there's nothing but love between all three of us. And I have been hit very hard by the both of you.
Love.
So love is very much. But I love that you guys are here, and I love that you brought some auction items. That we're going to be doing a little bit later on. Right now we got like your gear back here, Jessica, that we'll be auctioning a little bit later on. Where people might have seen this gear, just to kind of go.
Slammiversary.
This is your Slammiversary
Right
gear.
here.
We'll be auctioning off that a little bit later on. Of course, I believe one of your masks will be auctioning off a little
I
bit.
also wore this gear for Halloween 2020.
You wore that one for 20.
I did.
So it's got a little Sami Callihan chest hair that
I don't have a lot.
I didn't say chest hair.
have a lot.
I didn't say hairs.
One hair.
That one hair. That
A
one
hair.
Singular.
Singular.
Not plural.
I'm not a hairy
singular.
person.
That's where I come in. Don't worry, you can get a lather off my chest, Sammy, so if you need a lather. But Sammy, I think you also have an auction item that you can be bringing up later on as well.
I do. I have a lot of cool stuff that's for sale right now on the Highspots website. We got some gear. The vest I wore against Pentagon Jr. We got the vest that I wore as the Impact Wrestling World Champion. And for sure in the auction, we are auctioning off one of my Callihan Death Machine ring-worn hats. Actual hat that I wore when I won the Impact World Championship from Brian Cage.
We are
that nasty sweat.
we are definitely going to be auctioning that off.
It is dirty.
It is very dirty. It's got a sweatband, very, very deep, very, very dark right there. But Highspots auctions right now is where some of Sammy's auction items are up right now, so you can go ahead and do those straight away. But guys, I don't want to keep you here on camera for too long because we got to keep you locked in the back, keep signing away. You've been doing most of the day. You got a good job.
I signed 7 million pieces.
We
today.
have 7 more million to go, Samuel. So for right now, guys, just kind of give a big wave, let everybody know, like.
You know what? I'm done with you guys. I'm taking the elevator.
You can take the elevator. Okay. Okay. I mean, we just put this in Highspots all about.
I'm just gonna walk this way like a normal person.
Okay, all right.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon. All right. Samuel he's in the basement right now.
In the elevator.
He's in the elevator. He's out. He took the elevator down. He's it's much easier because it's so hard to walk on the main floor of Highspots.com. But it's not hard to get Sami and Jessika 8x10s. That big graphic is up right now. For those of you who didn't buy them on HighspotsAuctions.com, you can get them the old school way in the Facebook Live comment section. And guys, in the Facebook Live comment section, I really need the information of sold. So if you want any one of these 8x10s, I need the information of sold Sami full pose 20, or sold Sami title 20, or sold Havok full pose 20, or sold Havok reach out 20. If you want any of these 8x10s, the old school way, just sign. But if you want personalizations, you got until 7:30 to get your personalizations in at HighspotsAuctions.com. That means you got about 20 minutes to log over and go over to HighspotsAuctions.com to get your personalizations in for the Callihan Death Machine, for the Havok Death Machine. Both of them, they're going to be dealing with personalizations here in just a few minutes. But you got 20 minutes to run over to Highspots Auction, and also check out some of Sami's gear that he's selling right now. We might be bringing some of that out for the auction block right now. We're definitely bringing out the hat that he wore when he won the world title against Brian Cage. But we got some other auction items that he's going to be selling on HighspotsAuctions.com. So go over there, but also the personalizations. Like right now, we have Singlet right here. Recognize this a time or two for sure. We'll be auctioning this up, but that's over at Highspots Auctions right as well as these. Also, these kick pads as well. They're on Highspots Auctions as well. Toss me another item, Michael. Get the vest right here. Seen this a time or two before for sure. Vest available right there. Highspots Auctions as well. And then another one. Says World Champ right there, the World Champ vest. They're all over there at HighspotsAuctions.com, where you get all of your personalizations for Jessika Havok and Sami Callihan. Go over to HighspotsAuctions.com for more information and get those personalizations. You got about 20 minutes to do so for all of those items. That's a little bit of preview right there. But guys, I got so much information to tell you guys. Also too, Jessika and Sami, they were here to do this new thing that we're doing, these virtual meet and greets. So thank you to everybody who was a part of those a little bit earlier in the day today. Thank you so much for doing that. We reached out to a lot of you guys on emails. Because like I said, we're doing it for free right now. We're trying to figure out what's working, what's not working, what you guys kind of expect. Did we deliver upon that? What would you like to see differently? What have you seen from other vendors? What can we do to make these virtual meet and greets better? So Joshua Amigo will be reaching out to everybody that took part in that a little bit earlier today to kind of do a Q&A. So please do fill those out so we can get some more feedback on what's working, what's not working, what you'd like to see, and some more ideas about these virtual meet and greets so we can make it better to you. Also, we had an issue with the streaming format. We couldn't get you all in the room at the same time. I guess we were capped out at about 12, so we're going to figure out how to resolve that situation in the upcoming weeks. Like I said, that's why we're doing it for free right now, because we're going to make the mistakes right away. But those of you that are involved in these virtual meet and greets, we can let you guys know when we're going to be doing them. We're giving them away for free right now until we figure out what we're doing. So take advantage of that. And everybody that took advantage of meeting and greeting with Callihan and Havok earlier today, thank you so much for doing so. But also, too, thank you so much for being a part of Highspots Auctions every Thursday, Saturday, Thursday, Tuesday, every day of the week that we do these things. But also, too, guys, you know, when it comes to messaging us, please don't message any member of Highspots.com on their personal social media accounts when it comes to Highspots Auctions business. That all should be taken care of here on this very Facebook page where you're watching the stream, Highspots Superstore Facebook page. That's where all business that happens with Highspots Auctions should take place in that messenger. And, you know, we're not checking the messenger during the show, so do be patient with that. But also, too, we can't make any changes during the comments, even though we're watching the comments right now. Any changes to your specific invoice should happen in the messenger, which we'll check after the show. So do be patient with that. Also, too, you must have an account at HighspotsAuctions.com for all of the fun that we're having here tonight. Some of you haven't had an account, and we've had to get you an account before you be part of the auctions that we're going to have a little bit later on, and all the purchases. So please do have a HighspotsAuctions.com account for all the fun here tonight. Also, too, new piece of business. As some of you know, we've switched over to our sticker QR code system. one thing that we have done is we put that sticker on a particular item. Like we'll put it on the back of an NA item, like an 8x10 or 11x17. We'll just stick that sticker right on the item right there. But in the box, we will include a postcard, just to kind of let you know that we do this system. And some people, and I understand the confusion how this could happen. This postcard is just to explain the system that we have, which is a QR code system where you take your phone and you simply, scan what the item. You take the item and you scan it with your phone. So people have been taking this postcard to explaining our new card systems and scanning this card and thinking that's their COA. So it's okay. We had a couple people, and we'll probably have a couple more people that think that, and I can see how that's confusing. But this postcard that ends up in your package to explain the new QR code system is not your QR code COA for the item in your box. Just to let you know, just going forth, hopefully that resolves a lot of questions that everybody has. And don't worry, it's something that's come up quite a bit. That's why I'm talking about it here on the live stream here tonight. But another thing I got to tell you guys, you got 15 minutes before we shut off personalizations with Jessica and Sammy. So go over to highspotsauctions.com right away. But also too, guys, if you take a little break and you're like, the stream's going okay, I think I got what I need, go and log on to WrestleCon.com for ticket information about WrestleCon. WrestleCon is just right around the corner. Can't believe we're doing it, but we're doing it. WrestleCon, that's right. And we're announcing a new guest every single week. And more information will come out about that. And the more information that you'll probably know before I will. So make sure you check in with all of WrestleCon right now. Tickets are available right now. Tickets went on sale last Friday. So make sure you get your WrestleCon tickets, get your room blocks. All the information is there. We put a lot of work into this new website, this new design for WrestleCon. It's happening. It's going forth. And as you guys notice right now, the last couple weeks, things are starting to loosen up a little bit. So, what better way to loosen up than with WrestleCon this year here in Tampa, big Mania weekend. All right, guys, we got a big, big week this week, and of course next week we got a lot of interesting things coming out. So let's go over the schedule real fast. Of course, we have one of the biggest Boxamanias happening this Saturday. Don't need to promote it anymore. I believe it's already sold out. That's right. We're going to be doing a Boxamania where one lucky person will be getting MJF signed Chase AEW figure. That's right. We'll have that happening this Saturday. I've sold out, so hopefully everybody that bought in got bought in as early as possible because there are no more spots available. But don't worry, Sunday noon drop. We drop a new fiscal week that starts off on Tuesday. Sign It Live with legit Layla Hirsch. That's right, AEW star Layla Hirsch will be in studio this upcoming Tuesday. And then next Thursday, VGT with QT Marshall will be in house, ladies and gentlemen. He will be our guest next Thursday. Then next Saturday, the return of the Owners Table. And I just put together the lineup for next week's Owners Table. And guys, Michael, you're going to be very happy with this lineup. There are going to be no complaints. I promise you, it's one of the best promo lineups I've ever seen, and a lot of cool items that we're going to be bringing out for next week's Owners Table. So make sure you check that out next Saturday. But make sure you log on to Highspots Auctions Sunday noon drop for all information about the upcoming fiscal week. All right, guys, I'm going to go over the rules very fast, very quickly, so we can get into all the selling. Got a lot of great items I'm going to lay out for you guys right now. Some items just got thrown on the table 2 minutes before we went live, so I'm very excited about that. I thought we were out of stock on something, but turns out we had a couple more. But if I present to you an item that you wish to purchase, I for sure need these 3 pieces of information in the Facebook Live comment section, and I for sure 110% need the information of sold right away in the Facebook Live comment section. Without a doubt, without question, I need the information of sold. Item name and price. Okay, it's got to have sold right at the beginning, or it does not count on hard cards. It does not count on automation. It does not count. It has to have sold, item name, and price. So if I am presenting you a signed poster for $60, and you type the information of sold, signed poster 60, congratulations, you made a sale, no problem. Our algorithm reads, our automation reads it, everybody recognizes that is a sale. But if you were to type the information of poster, $16. You didn't make a sale. I didn't make a sale. Nobody made a sale. The algorithm says you didn't make a sale. Our automation says you didn't make a sale. We have rules in this society, and I ask that you abide by them. And once you abide by those rules, and once you've collected $100 on one specific invoice during one particular fiscal week, and you live in the domestic United States, then you got free shipping on that particular invoice. But don't worry, Canada, UK, you are not left out. We are consolidating orders and shipping them off to our Canada stores in the UK and Canada stores in the UK. That was weird. We're shipping off to our Canada store and our UK store. Actually, UK, you just went out today. We had somebody kind of dragging their feet on paying their invoices. As you guys know, we're shorting that pay window, so now you have 7 days. I'm canceling all past fiscal week invoices at noon every Thursday. So we had a little bit of hang up, but don't worry, UK. Your order went out the door today, and Canada, you went out yesterday. But if you'd rather not consolidate your order, if you'd rather have it shipped to you direct, and you have no problem paying the value-added tax, so if you are like WWE Hall of Famer, unlike WWE Hall of Famer Pete Rose, and you have no problem paying your taxes, then guess what? We can ship to you directly, Canada and UK. So, with that being said, as a reminder, once again, you have to have the information of sold at the very beginning for us to count it. It doesn't matter what the hard card says. It doesn't matter what Michael calls out. You need the information of sold, item name, and price, especially when we get to hard card items. And we do have quite a few of those today, and Michael's timeline is king when it comes to all of those items. So, with that being said, before I get into it, you have 10 more minutes for personalizations at highspotsauctions.com, but we are no longer 10 minutes away from kicking off this edition of the Highspots virtual gimmick table, and we're kicking it off with, like I said, an item that we thought we were sold out of, we ran out of stock on, but turns out we made more than what we thought, and we're going to start off with a hard 3, and we're starting off it the way we always do. It is signed. And not just signed, but inscribed turnbuckle pad from the Callihan Death Machine, the draw himself, Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan, signed and inscribed turnbuckle pad, $75. Only have 3 of them available here for you tonight, and not just signed, but inscribed as well, but double inscription, I might add. It has right here. It has the Death Machine right there at the top. And, of course, the draw down in the corner, and then Callihan right there. Sami Callihan.
They're gone.
They're gone. They are gone. We only had 3. I didn't think they were going to stick around for very long. Michael right now has made up a hard card right now for it. His timeline is king because he's the owner of Highspots.com. He can do what he wants, and his timeline is king. And he's going to give me those names right here, right now.
Sharon Spano.
Sharon Spano picking up the Callihan Death Machine turnbuckle pad.
Derek Rowe.
Derek Rowe. Row your boat, Derek Rowe. You getting yourself a signed and inscribed Sami Callihan turnbuckle pad.
And Jeremy Smith.
Jeremy Smith is the third person that picked it up here. A lot of you picked up at highspotsauctions.com. We thought we were sold out. Turns out we made 3 more than expected, and we got them signed and inscribed. I'm going to be shipping off to all 3 of you wonderful people who tuned in here tonight. And thank you to everybody that's hitting the share button right now, especially Keaton Schaefer. Every single week you're hitting that share button. Joel and Kylo, you do a fantastic job of hitting that share button as well. So go ahead, guys. Let everybody know the fun we're having. Hit that share button. Spread it around on Facebook. And also, too, if I say a joke that's real funny, hit that heart button, that laugh button. If I say something you don't like, do that as well. Let people know. Let's have some fun here tonight on the Highspots virtual gimmick table. And we're going to continue having some fun. Well, not really. It's another hard card item. Some people are going to be disappointed. Like I probably disappointed some people on those turnbuckle pads. But we're going to shift. We're going to pivot from signed turnbuckle pads to signed figures. And I have 7 of them available. We've had them on highspotsauctions.com all week. But here's your last opportunity to get the signed and inscribed Sami Callihan FTC figures. Figures Toy Company. Sami Callihan signed figures. As I said, signed and inscribed. Signed right here in orange. Death Machine, Callihan, Sami Callihan signed and inscribed figures for $40. I only have 7 of them available, and they are available here tonight for $40. Just type the words sold, Sami Callihan, FTC figure 40 in the Facebook Live comment section. I, of course, am a big fan of the FTC figures. Some people aren't as big of fans as me and Joshua are. Me and Amigo, we love these signed FTC figures. Love the packaging, the detail on the jackets, on the figure as well. The wonderful hard cases as well. As I said, we only have 7 of them remaining. We sold quite a few of them on highspotsauctions.com. But the last 7 will be sold here tonight, here on VGT, for you wonderful customers that type in the Facebook Live comment section the information of sold Sami Callihan signed FTC figure 40 in the Facebook Live comment section. As I said, we started off this stream with 7 of them remaining. Seems like we have even less of them available in the section. Who are some of the people like this so far, Michael?
Billy O'Donnell,
Billy O'Donnell.
William Scott.
William Scott.
We have to skip over Tanya Hardy's because she did not follow the rules.
Tanya Hardy, we need the information of sold, item name, and price.
John Fox.
John Fox.
Have to skip over Scott Caldwell for now because he also didn't say sold, he put signed.
Scott Caldwell, we need the information of sold, because as I said, the automation that we have set up, we need for sure to get that information of sold, signed Sami figure 40 in the Facebook Live comments. We just can't put it anymore, and I appreciate Michael. Michael's being a very hard stickler this week when it comes to his hard card, and he's making sure these times. Yeah, give it up for Michael. Awesome job staying consistent with the rules we have put in place to ensure the most accurate and correct system.
Give it up to Scott Caldwell because he
Scott Caldwell came to give up for Scott Caldwell later. We came on back. We turned it right around. Tanya, here's your opportunity right now to type the information of sold signed Sami figure 40 in the Facebook Live comment section to pick up the signed and inscribed Sami Callihan FTC figure. He's got Death Machine right there in orange. I always feel like they look great on the outer case right here, these FTC figures. Big fan of all of them.
Brett Cooper is involved now.
Brett Cooper's in the mix, which leaves us with how many, Michael?
We have 2 left.
2 remaining, and once these 2 are gone, they are gone for good. We only have 2 remaining signed and inscribed Sami Callihan FTC figures available for just $40. That's right, $40 signed and inscribed Sami Callihan FTC figures. 2 remaining.
We sold a lot in advance, so I know a lot of the people that are watching the feed already have this one. We sold quite a few cases.
We've sold cases worth of these, but these are the last 2 available. I just want to give it the most push I possibly can, because I don't think they're going to last much longer. This is once they're gone, they are gone for good. Once we get these people in, and FTC, I know their stock is very much dwindling when it comes to some of their figures as well. So this is your opportunity right here to get them signed right here tonight on the Highspots virtual gimmick table. So make sure you try and pick up these last 2 before they are gone for good for $40. For just $40, a signed and inscribed Sami Callihan FTC figure for $40. You're not going to get this anywhere else. Incredible deal here tonight on the Highspots virtual gimmick table. 2 remaining. I'll try and push these probably a couple times throughout the show. Usually I push the terminal pads, but it looks like I'm pushing a signed figure here tonight. But I don't know if I'm going to have to push this one too hard. This is something that people were talking a lot about in the preview that I put out on my Instagram and Twitter, at ManScoutMan, and of course at Highspots on Instagram and Twitter. You guys saw it. Get ready for it. Here's your opportunity to get this wonderful art piece. And once again, guys, this is going to come fast and furious. Hopefully Queen Maureen and Tommy Thomas are ready to go on all of this. And guys, you got to be ready to go. You got to put the information of sold right in the Facebook Live comment section if you want this piece, because like I said, these are going to come fast, and if you haven't put sold at the beginning, our automation is not going to pick it up. Okay, so here we go. Type the information of sold MJF art piece, $60. It's 11 by 17 piece, signed by MJF himself, signed right there on the cuff in blue. This wonderful Eric Hodson piece, right from Infinity War, and of course it is Highspots QR code COA. The COA is right there on the item. It is not the postcard that is included in your box. Just as a reminder, And it's just simply right there on the sticker right there. Pops up right there.
Good news, Jake, before I call these names out, Sammy figures have sold out.
Okay. Who are the two?
Tanya's Hardy's.
Tanya Hardy.
Which I'm assuming is not her real name.
Okay.
And Richard Howe.
Richard Howe, you didn't let me know. God, there you go. So, MJF signed, 11 by 17 piece, so it said signed right here on the cuff.
Right, we've got a lot of names to read here if you want to get
started. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started.
Rob King.
Rob King.
Nate Poole.
Nate Poole.
Mikey Maz.
Mikey Maz.
Daniel Rayleigh.
Daniel Rayleigh. Railing against the man on this one, but not railing against MJF.
Jeff Jewett.
Jeff Jewett.
Chaz Ballou.
Chaz Ballou.
Chuck Dasher.
Chuck Dasher. Dashing through the snow, dashing through this wonderful, beautiful weather we're going to have here in the spring.
Arthur Ellis.
Arthur Ellis.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
I have to skip over Liam Shaw. Did not put the price.
Liam Shaw, we need the price as well, which is only $60. Signed art piece by MJF.
Eric Farrell got 2.
Eric Farrell picking up 2.
Nicholas Michael.
Nicholas Michael.
Jeff Head.
Jeff Head.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Ron Smith.
Ron Smith.
Steve Fox.
Steve Fox.
Jeff Shabo.
Jeff Shabo.
Matthew Grundy.
Matthew Grundy. No relation to Solomon, though, from what I've confirmed and denied.
Trey Morgan.
Trey Morgan. All picking up the signed MJF art piece for $60. And you can do the same by putting in the Facebook Live comment section, signed, actually sold, MJF poster 60. See, I even make a mistake on it. That's why I say it all the time, guys. So we get so many S's. There's so many S's like snakes rotting through my brain. That and all the toxins that have collected in my brain from the amount of CTE that I have. I'm seeing a chiropractor about it. Hopefully that fixes it. Regardless, you can fix the problem of what you have in your life, which is empty wall space, especially if you're an MJF fan. Here's your opportunity here tonight to get this signed MJF art piece for only $60, and it's just very easy, very simple. I need the information of sold. MJF poster 60 in the Facebook Live comment section, which you are watching here right now.
William Scott also added it.
William Scott also got it as well. This is an 11 by 17 art piece done by Eric Hodson. Here's your opportunity to pick it up here tonight for $60. All right. And hopefully you have picked up your personalizations from Jessika Havok and Sami Callihan, because we are now closed on personalizations right now. We have now reached 7:30. You have run out of time. Hopefully all those personalizations are in right now for Jessika Havok and Sami Callihan. We're going to be getting those personalizations done very, very soon and getting them out here a little bit later on. But right now, I've got this signed MJF 11 by 17 poster for $60 available for sale. All right. So the big talk of the wrestling world over the past couple weeks is the Explosions match, and of course the build up to it was very big, and I felt the match was pretty good, and it ended a little weird. I think people were expecting a much larger explosion, but you know, there's been a lot of explosion matches. There've been a lot of different matches where they've done different things to the ring, and of course in the build of all that, they even got Onita to film a cameo, I assume, like to talk about the explosion matches and how important it is, but apparently it didn't turn out. The explosion was weird, but they fixed it on Wednesday. It's okay. Everything's right with the wrestling world. We have creative people that can fix what they thought. Or maybe they meant to do this. Who knows? I don't know. But when we talk about what happens in wrestling ring and the violence and what you can do inside of a wrestling ring, that's why I thought it was so great that Nita was a part of the build of the explosion match that happened on AEW, and that's why I felt like it was very appropriate to bring out an Anita piece. It's not an explosion match, but it's the fire match. It could, I think they were expecting it to be a little bit more like what happened on AEW's pay-per-view this Sunday, and it turned into an engulfing flame. If you've ever seen this match, these men are lucky to be alive. So if you were to ask Anita, would he rather have been in an explosion match at AEW or this match, I think he would probably pick the AEW match. But right now, if you want to pick this wonderful signed art piece, signed by Onita, Fire Ring poster. You can get it for $30. Just type the words sold. Onita poster 30 in the Facebook Live comment section, of course. Signed right here in gold by Onita himself. We have the old school paper COAs right here. I only have 19 of these available. Signed in gold. Go ahead and type the word sold. Onita poster 30 in the Facebook Live comment section for this. I believe it's like a 10.5 by 15. It's a very weird size. That's why the top loader is a little bit bigger than the actual signed poster. It's kind of like a smaller poster. It's bigger than an 8 by 10, but you know, it's great because Onita signs is really big right there in gold. The original Sheik pulling him closer to the flame. Sabu in the background with Tarzan Goto. And if you've ever seen this match, they just kind of bail from the ring because they got way too dangerous. It's better to be safe than dangerous, in my opinion, especially as a wrestler. But I know everybody wants the big explosions, but safety's important. And safety was thrown out the window this night, and it's even got the date actually right here. I believe this is May 6th of 1992, and of course the signature right there. Signed in 2017 by Onita. Right there. So I only have 19 of these available, and for $30 as well. Looks like Michael's busy writing away, and he's making sure that the people that he's putting down this hard card have put the information of sold. Signed Onita poster 30 in the Facebook Live comment section to pick up this piece right here. But it looks like we had 19. Looks like we have even less right now. Looks like we got half as many remaining. Who are some of the people that get the Onita poster?
John D. Pietro.
John D. Pietro. See, the one division creating me right now. I just need to hit Pietro every Friday, and you're my brain now, John D.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Jeff Shabo.
Jeff Shabo.
Matt Wilson.
Matt Wilson.
Trevor Gust.
Trevor Gust. Augusta Wind will not blow this signed poster to you. No, we'll put it in a nice little box and ship it off to you.
William Scott.
William Scott.
Jared Walton.
Jared Walton.
Christine Roper.
Christine Roper.
Rob Craig.
Rob Craig.
Mark Pearson.
Mark Pearson.
Steve Fox.
Steve Fox. And how many do we have remaining? I know we started the night with 19. It seems like we have even less right now, Michael.
Brendan Kane.
Brendan Kane also picking up as well. So we have one less now than anticipated.
Jesse Vaughn.
Jesse Vaughn also picking it up as well. And also, too, Jesse, one of our fabulous customers. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight, Jesse. I appreciate you being here.
Dave Hancock.
Dave Hancock. Apparently, this is picking up steam, realizing we're getting towards the end of our stock on this signed Onita poster from the Fire Death match, from the Fire Ring, barbed wire, fire, everything you can imagine, signed by Onita. Very limited on this one. How many do we have left, Michael?
One more, Eric Stower.
Eric Stower also picking it up as well.
Which means we have we have 4 left.
4 remaining. 4 remaining signed Onita poster, signed here in gold. This piece right here, $30, signed Onita. Like I said, 10.5 by 15. It's a weird size, but you know what? The size of Onita's autograph, just perfect, as I said, right here. Only $30. It will be top loaded, and the top loader a little bit bigger than expected, but it's to protect this item the best we possibly can.
Raymond Pappas leaving us 3.
Raymond Pappas, only 3 of these remaining right now for $30. Signed Onita Fire Ring match. Fire barbed wire ring. Signed by Onita. Only 3 of these remaining. And I believe we still have some more MJFs remaining. We're all out of the Sami figures. We're all out of the Sami turnbuckle pads. But we're going to get to a piece that we just picked up just recently. This is another poster piece. It's 11 by 17 piece, but it's also it was a piece that was used as a promotional material. But now that we got an autograph, it's a memorabilia piece right here. And what I have for you is actually a signed Slammiversary 12 poster, but it's signed by Eric Young. And as you can see by this poster, it's all pictures of Eric Young. So it just makes the most sense that Eric Young should sign this 11 by 17 poster. This promotion for the Slammiversary 12 event right here. And it's signed by Eric Young down here in the corner. And it's only $25. That's right, $25. 11 by 17 signed piece right here by Eric Young. And of course, Highspots, QR code, COA'd. right there on the back. Pops up. And there is your COA, Eric Young. In this poster right here. Only $25. Eric Young's signature down here in gold. Slammiversary 12. And of course, as you can see, all pictures of Eric Young on this poster. So it only makes the most sense that he'd be the person to sign it. And we got him to sign it. And you can pick it up and purchase it for only $25. Slammiversary 12 poster signed by Eric Young. $25. Top loaded already. Any takers on the Eric Young poster?
Yes, but I wanted to just say Steve Mesa picked up an Onita Fire, leaving you 2.
Okay. See, Steve Mesa, he ain't messing around. We only have 2 Onita Fire posters remaining for $30. Only 2 of them remain here tonight on VGT.
And for Eric, I have Donald Martucci.
Donald Martucci, picking up the Eric.
Nancy Trexler.
Nancy Trexler.
Junior Martin.
Junior Martin.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Richard Howell.
Richard Howell, you didn't let me down.
Cody Hess.
Cody Hess.
Eli Eifert.
Eli Eifert. All picking up the signed Eric Young 11x17 Slammiversary 12 piece. With the, like I said, it's all Eric Young and all the pictures right here. Right there. And of course the signature. Only $25. Top loaded, COA'd, signed Slammiversary poster. $25.
2 more people. Chris Barron.
Chris Barron.
And Mark Martinez.
Mark Martinez.
John Harvey Jr.
John Harvey Jr. All picking up the signed Eric Young Slammiversary poster. But of course, we still have the Onita poster available for $30. Just type the words "sold," signed Onita poster, $30 in the Facebook Live comment section. Only 2 of them remain. Once these 2 are done, they're gone. They're gone forever. Gone for good. They're burnt. Gone. 2 of them remain. All right, I've hit you with a lot of posters right here in Hot Starts, and you know we're gonna continue on, but we're gonna move away from posters. We're gonna continue on with Hot Starts, and we're gonna get now to signed figures right now, and we're going to get a signed Elite figure, and it makes the most sense just after Eric Young, another member of Sanity. We have the signed Elite figure, Nikki Cross. She even inscribed it Sanity right there, but Nikki Cross signed Elite figure for $60. Just type in the word "sold." Nikki Cross signed figure 60 in the Facebook Live comment section. As I said, it's inscribed Sanity right there. Very similar to when we had Eric Young put Sanity on his Elite figure. So if you have the Eric Young signed figure, you might as well get the Nikki Cross one for $60. And of course, guys, as a reminder, you got the Highspots QR code COA right there on the bottom, which I will show for you right now. Get those QR codes right there. And of course, get the camera. There. Boom. And there is the Nikki Cross COA. Right there. Signed. Signed and inscribed. Sanity right there. Nikki Cross. Elite figure. $60. Just type in the words "sold." Nikki Cross signed figure 60 in the Facebook Live comment section. Who are some of the takers so far on the Nikki Cross?
Chris Platt.
Chris Platt.
Joe Krattinger.
Joe Krattinger.
Ryan Adams.
Ryan Adams.
Throw me for a loop. We just
Okay.
sold another Onita one.
We sold one of our 2 remaining final Onita posters here tonight. We only have 1 of them remaining for $30. Who's that lucky person?
Back to Nikki. Arthur Ellis.
Arthur Ellis picked up the Nikki.
Michael Payne.
Michael Payne.
Derek Walters.
Derek Walters.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Billy O'Donnell.
Billy O'Donnell.
William Scott.
William Scott.
Richard Reese.
Richard Reese.
Jesse Vaughn.
Jesse Vaughn.
Brett Cooper.
Brett Cooper.
Eric Stower.
Eric Stower. All picking up the signed and inscribed Nikki Cross figure. First in the line of the Elite Collection. First Nikki Cross Elite figure. Signed Sanity right there. Nikki Cross right there in blue. It's a said Highspots QR code, COA'd, right there on the bottom. signed Elite figure for only $60. And available here tonight, but just by typing the information of sold, Nikki Cross, Elite figure 60 in the Facebook Live comment section. Here's your opportunity here tonight to pick that up. So, signed Elite figure with inscription, Highspots, QR code, COA. All right. As I said, still available, $60 available, but just typing the information of sold. Nikki Cross, Elite figure 60 in the Facebook Live comment section. I believe we still have one remaining Onita signed poster for $30. The crazy price of $30. Only one of these remain. Don't miss out on this, because once this one is gone, it is gone. This specific one, too. This will be the last one that gets pulled. How about that? I'm going to put it at the bottom of the stack. The stack of 19 that we started with, we're now down to one. Only $30. Pick that one up. But for those of you who are fans of Highspots VGT, we had an interesting thing happen last week, and a lot of people missed out on an opportunity to get a certain signed Mattel figure. Well, we're going to give you another run at it, but we're going to give you another run at it in a different shade, a different color. What I have for you now is a signed Tony Storm Mattel figure, also for $50, because we sold them for $50 this week. We're going to sell them for $50 this week, but this is the blue version of Tony Storm Mattel figure. If you're interested in the signed Tony Storm Mattel figure, here's your opportunity to get it right now, but you got to type in the information of sold. Tony Storm Mattel figure, $50, and I only have 20 of them available here tonight on VGT. That's right, if you missed out last week, we made a lot of people upset last week. Well, here's your opportunity this week to get a signed Tony Storm, but in blue this week. We did the red last week, we got the blue this week, and the blue gear. I believe this is the variant version. The blue is the variant. The red is the regular version. I may have that backwards, but I think the blue would be the variant version. So we signed this one in blue right here. Of course, it also Highspots QR code, COA'd, right here on the back of this figure right here. The opportunity. See that? There it is. There it is. QR code right there. Michael's working away at his hard card, ensuring the people that are getting the information of sold Nikki Storm Mattel figure, $50. Right there in the blue. If you got the red last week, pick up the blue this week. If you missed out on last week, well, here's your opportunity. Here's your second go at it. Signed Tony Storm Mattel figure, $50, coming into this night with 20 of them, only 20 of them available right here tonight. So, but you gotta type in the information of sold right away at the beginning of the Facebook Live comment section. If you don't do that, it doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whatsoever. Right now, we're at $50 on this particular figure, but it looks like we only got 20 of them in stock. Michael's working away at that hard car right now. They're trickling in. We've come to find out these signed Mattels 50 is kind of like that point right there.
Three left, Jake.
Three left. Only 3 of them remain. Like if we put them for 40, they'd be gone. Don't make that $10 your tipping point, guys, because they're going to sell out regardless. It's going to be a little bit slower burn right here, but we only have 3 of them remaining. It's not as slow as it was last week. As I said, I believe the blue is the variant version. So here's your opportunity to get the variant version signed here in blue. Tony Storm, signed Mattel figure. Michael, it looks like we're going to down to 2. This is going to sell out, and it's going to sell out fast. You're going to regret not picking up this signed Tony Storm Mattel figure for $50. Because once this is gone, it is gone. We have no more. This is it. This is donezo. Complete. Fine. And right now, it looks like Michael's writing down another name, making sure that they've put the information of sold right at the beginning of the Facebook Live comment section. We're going to have those names very soon coming at you, guys, very soon.
Throwing it off because some people keep typing like more than once, so I'm trying to filter out.
Okay. Because don't worry, Michael recorded.
So, are we ready?
I'm ready. Give
John
him to
Sokolsky.
John Sokolsky.
Joe Schinkel, I got you every time you put it down.
Joe Schinkel, don't worry. Michael has you. He's got you. No need to fuss. No muss.
Josh Wolf.
Josh Wolf. He's no lone wolf. He's running around with a signed Tony Storm figure now.
Chris Platt.
Chris Platt.
Adrian Gallup.
Adrian Gallup.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer, who's on top of everything. Shares everything, buys everything. Keaton Schaefer's really going for MVP here at Highspots Auctions.
Derek Walters.
Derek Walters picking up as well, doing a great job picking up the signed figures here this week.
Billy O'Donnell.
Billy O'Donnell also coming in here. Billy O'Donnell, you're one of our quiet new customers. I dig it. I like you sneaking in here. Let's see.
Brendan Kane.
Brendan Kane.
Colby Street.
Colby Street.
William Scott.
William Scott.
Matthew Vicente.
Matthew Vicente.
Andrew Ferguson.
Andrew Ferguson.
Joe Krattinger.
Joe Krattinger.
Liam Shaw.
Liam Shaw.
Jaron Trombley.
Jaron Trombley.
Brian Jackson.
Brian Jackson. And Michael double checking the hard card, make sure his timeline is king, and make that as possible.
Here we go. We got 3 left.
3 left. 3 remaining. Signed Tony Storm Mattel figures. Only 3 of them remain. $50. Type in the information of sold. Tony Storm figure 50 in the Facebook Live comment section. Only $50. 3 of them remain here tonight. VGT. Once these 3 are gone, they're no more in the store. I can honestly say that right now. I'm not joshing you. I'm not gonna be like, hey, look what I got this week. I got the green version. No, I'm not doing that. We're getting these Mattels out the door because these Mattels get dinged up so many times. So I try and get them out the door as fast as possible. That's why we've done back-to-back regular signed Mattels, Tony Storms. I want them out the door. I want them shipped. I want them gone because the longer in this office, likely they're going to end up on less than perfect. And I don't want that. I want all of them to go out the door as perfect as possible. So, all right, looks as where we sit with just the 2. We're still down to the 1 Onita, right, Michael? Still have 1 Onita signed poster for $30. We still have 2 remaining signed Tony Storms for $50. These are the ones that we're down to a very limited amount. But of course, we still have signed MJF available here tonight. Just type in the information of sold MJF art piece 60 signed by MJF himself right here. And of course, if we're on the end, we still have the signed and inscribed Nikki Cross figure, signed elite figure for $60 as well. As a reminder, guys, if you've already got those personalizations from Sami and Jessika and you're sitting at $40 right now, what better way to get your invoice over $100 and get that free shipping if you live in the domestic United States for this particular fiscal week? Typing the information of sold Nikki Cross figure 60 in the Facebook Live comment section.
And thanks to Joel and Kylo, the Onita thing is off the board.
Joel and Kylo, Onita is off the board. Sold all 19 of them, So right off there. Once again, Michael B. He was like, hey, why don't you put something on Onita? And I begrudgingly did it. And of course, we sold all of them.
Of course, Michael was right. Everybody say it out loud.
I gotta give the devil his due, or Satan his due, however you want to do it. Regardless, and this is why I love VGT. This has been on highspots.com for years.
Yeah, for the last 10 months, we probably brought that out 10 times. So.
No, I haven't brought this out. You haven't brought this out. This has been sitting up in the loft for 5 years. And
I'm positive I sold that.
You did not sell this one.
You sure?
You sold the big one.
Oh,
you sold the big one.
Big one. Yeah.
This one right here has been sitting on highspots.com for 4 years. 4 years, and we sell all 19 of them here tonight. So how about that? That's why you come here. The stuff that's hidden in corners, we're bringing them out, and we're going to bring out something else that's been hiding up in the top shelves, and he's been put on the shelf for a while, but now he's off the shelf right now, and he's at the forefront right now, and we're going to give you another look right now. Another signed elite figure by Christian, signed Christian elite figure for $50. You can pick it up here tonight. No sneak attacks by him. No big surprises. No, we're coming to you straight right here. We're looking out over on top of you, and we're looking at this signed Christian elite figure for $50. Just type the words sold. Christian elite figure 50 in the Facebook Live comment section if you are interested in picking up the signed Christian elite figure. Of course, comes with the Highspots paper COA. This is old school paper COAs. This was the week. This is when we were still doing paper COAs, when we were doing undisclosed locations in Florida. And boy, did we almost break Mike Lee that week printing off all those COAs, because he had Kenny Omega COAs, he had Christian COAs. I wasn't worried about the printer breaking. I was worrying about my best friend breaking and quitting, and then I have to go back and do that job again with a disc machine that doesn't want to cooperate whatsoever. But luckily, Mike Lee did not quit that week, and luckily we got as many signed figures from Christian as we can. That's why we're bringing him out again, to let you guys know that Christian is still here, much like he's doing the same for you with his wrestling career by joining AEW. But right now, you can join in all the fun, all the Christian hype that's going on right now by typing the information of sold Christian Elite Figure 50 in the Facebook Live comment section.
All right, we have Joe Schinkel.
Joe Schinkel.
Joseph Likursky.
Joseph Likursky.
Sean McGilray.
Sean McGilray.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Adrian Gallup.
Adrian Gallup.
Liam Shaw.
Liam Shaw. Hey, Liam, just want to let you know your Kevin Nash fiscal week was at the bottom shelf of the UK shelf. Me and Tommy just noticed that, and we shipped the UK orders out without putting in. So your Kevin Nash fiscal week order will go out promptly next week, so we do apologize.
My fault. I'm blind. I didn't wear my glasses.
It's okay, Tommy. We appreciate it. So just let you know, Liam.
Mike Kovacs.
Mike Kovacs. So
I think that's everybody.
that's everybody who got the signed Christian Elite figure. See, this is Highspots. We're giving you the updates right here, so let you know what's going on. And we're giving you the updated Christian signed Elite figure for $50.
Hey, Jake, I don't normally like to interrupt your flow. I know it's tough.
Okay.
But I have this question, and I know you've answered. Harry Osborne wants to know if we ship to the UK.
We do. We ship to the UK. We also consolidate orders, and we ship it off to our good people in the UK. And what they can do is ensure that we get a little bit cheaper shipping, because we put it all in one box, and then our good people in the UK ship it off to you. But if you'd rather have it shipped direct, that's no problem. But you are in charge of paying the value-added tax. So if you are, unlike WWE Hall of Famer Pete Rose, and you have no problem paying your taxes, you can have it shipped direct to you, but you're in charge of the value-added tax. But we have the ability to ship it off to our UK store, our man in the UK, who will package your order in the UK and then ship it off to you. But we'll package it with all the UK store stuff, so it'll be a little bit cheaper on shipping. So we have the ability to ship to UK, Canada, and wherever. We ship stuff off to Belgium, Thailand, wherever. We have the ability to ship wherever, okay? Multiple worldwide shipping available for all viewers of highspotsauctions.com, and especially VGT. And especially people that are interested in the signed Christian Elite figure for $50. All right, we're almost done with hot starts here. And we're transitioning back into signed art pieces, and we've got some wonderful signed art pieces. Hard card amount. This has also been on a hard card before, so this will probably go just as fast. I have, again, a signed Rob Schamberger piece by Io Shirai. But this one is in full color. We did the black and white one. This is a full color Io Shirai Rob Schamberger piece. JSA certified, $50. Only 19 of them available. So it is a hard card item. So get your information in now, and make sure you start with the information of sold Io Shirai Schamberger, $50.
I still don't understand why we have 19 and not 20, because I'm positive.
I counted them out, Michael. We had the issue last time. I think they shorted us one.
Okay.
I think they shorted us one, Michael. They shorted us
Damn
one.
WWE.
Damn WWE shop. Sorry, we cannot fulfill. We can only give you 19. So we have 19 Io Shirai Schamberger piece for $50. Look at the wonderful color piece right here. And of course, like I said, JSA certified, the JSA sticker right there in the corner. And of course, the cert right there on the back with the matching number. Signed Io Shirai right there in gold. Io Shirai signed Rob Schamberger piece. JSA certified. Michael, of course, keeping him busy with the hard cards here tonight. Don't worry, Michael. We only have 17 more hard cards tonight for you to deal with, and they all are 20 hard cards, not a hard card of 4. But no, we have hard 19 on the assigned Rob Schamberger pieces right here. This is an 11 by 14 Rob Schamberger piece. It's not one of the big Schamberger pieces, so it's going to fit on the shipping table a little bit easier for us. But so that why it's a little bit easier on the price as well. Only $50. It is JSA certified as well. It will be top loaded as well. It will come with a JSA sticker and of course the cert right there on the back for just $50. And all you got to do is type the information of sold Io Shirai Schamberger 50 in the Facebook Live comment section for this signed 11 by 14 piece JSA certified by Io Shirai. Just type the information of sold Io Sham 50 in the Facebook Live comment section.
All right, not a sellout, but a lot of names to read.
Okay, give them to me.
Joe Krattinger,
Joe Krattinger,
Chris Platt,
Chris Platt,
Paul Huntington,
Paul Huntington,
Richard Howe,
Richard Howe, you didn't let me down,
Keaton Schaefer,
Keaton Schaefer,
Carlos Navarro,
Carlos Navarro,
Josh Wolf,
Josh Wolf,
Adam Stowe,
Adam Stowe,
Jamie Tyndall,
Jamie Tyndall,
Andy Cook.
Andy
Got
Cook,
one more. Christine Roper.
Christine Roper. Right now we have, I believe, 8 remaining, if I'm not mistaken, Mike.
That's right.
We have 8 remaining signed Io Shirai Rob Schamberger pieces. Only 8 of them available, and they are all still available for $50. They're all JSA certified. They will all be top loaded. They are all 11 by 14 Rob Schamberger pieces that are signed by Io Shirai.
Chris Steed also jumped in.
Chris Steed, one of our good quality customers here at highspotsauctions.com. Thank you, Chris Steed.
7 left.
7 remaining signed Io Shirai Rob Schamberger 11 by 14 pieces here tonight on the High Spots virtual gimmick table. Okay. I'll pivot to another Schamberger piece before we move on out of hot starts. The right side, Io Shirai JSA certified Rob Schamberger piece for $50. Got another Rob Schamberger piece, also JSA certified. It is of our good friends Kevin Owens, and it's not just signed; it's also inscribed. Fight Owens, fight right there in blue. This wonderful JSA certified Kevin Owens signed Rob Schamberger piece for $50. Just type in the words "sold." Kevin Owens Schamberger 50. The Facebook Live comment section. Of course, I have the JSA sticker there, and of course the cert's right there on the back. Of course, signed and inscribed Rob Schamberger piece for $50 on this 11 by 14 top loaded JSA certified signed Kevin Owens Schamberger piece for $50. Brought in a couple of these before, but this one is inscribed Kevin Owens 11 by 14 Rob Schamberger piece. The last thing in Hot Stars before we get to promo time, before we review the 8x10s, they're signed by Sami and Jessika. Of course, they're dealing with your personalizations right now. They're going to be coming in a little bit later after promo time. We're going to be doing some auction items. Go over to highspotsauctions.com for all the gear that's available right now. Sami Callihan. Right now, it looks like we've got a couple people picking up the Io Shirai Schamberger as well. We got some more people that are picking up the Kevin Owens Schamberger as well. As I said, JSA certified, signed by Kevin Owens, signed and inscribed by Kevin Owens. 11 by 14, top loaded, JSA certified Kevin Owens Rob Schamberger piece. Who are some of the names so far, Michael?
A little disappointed. I mean, this is an original Schamberger.
Yep.
This is a JSA certification.
It's
got all the bells and whistles. The
inscription, as you always like on these high-end pieces as well.
and yet we only have 4 people.
4 people.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe we gave him too much KO.
Maybe too much KO.
Dylan Free.
Dylan Free, a free man, but this JSA certified Rob Schamberger piece was not free.
Andy Cook.
Andy Cook.
Trey Morgan.
Trey Morgan.
Stephen Harlan.
Stephen Harlan.
Latecomers, Devin Miller.
Devin Miller.
Adam Stowe.
Adam Stowe. See, he's picking up a little bit. Good opportunity right now. Like I said, this gets you halfway to free shipping, guys. Right away, halfway to free shipping. Right away, if you live in the domestic United States for this particular invoice during this particular fiscal week. So, here's your opportunity right now to get this signed and inscribed, JSA certified Rob Schamberger piece here tonight. Just by typing the information of sold Kevin Owens Schamberger poster 50 in the Facebook Live comments.
Colby Street might be bringing up the caboose.
Okay, Colby Street. Looks like we're bringing up the caboose. Seems like we're going to transition off the hot start streets. We're going to get into promo time. But before we do, I got to remind you guys that you have missed your opportunity for personalizations from Sami and Jessika. They're dealing with those right now. You missed that by a half an hour. But if you still want a signed 8x10 by Sami and Jessika, here's your opportunity right now. You can have the ability to do so, but I need the information of sold at the beginning of any of this, but we have the codes available. And for this one, I have a code for this, and I need the information right out of the gate of sold Havok Full Pose 20 or sold Havok Reach Out 20 or sold Sami Full Pose 20 or sold Sami Title 20 in the Facebook Live comment section. If you want any of these 8x10s, here's your opportunity to get it right now. The old school way, add it to your invoice. If you're already right on the bubble right now, here's your opportunity to get it over the free shipping if you live in the domestic United States. All right, promo time is where we get there. A lot of times to get that invoice ticked over with your personalizations, you picked up the turnbuckle pad from Tuesday, you picked up the turnbuckle pad from today, you picked up the signed figures, but you're still not quite there to getting free shipping. If you live in the domestic United States, this is how we get you there. We get you there with promo time, and we're going to do it right away. Yeah, like I said, if you're super close right now, if you're at $90 right now, here's a great opportunity to pick up a $10 promo. We kick off promo time every single week with $10 promos, and we do it with a man who is a perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, $10 promo right here. Ty Dillinger. There was a speculation he might end up going back and being Ty Dillinger, but nope, he is now Sean Spears, but he signed this one Ty Dillinger, and it is available signed 8x10, Ty Dillinger, perfect 10, $10 on this one. The man known as Sean Spears, but of course this is Ty Dillinger, signed promo, $10, available by typing the words sold, Ty Dillinger, 10 in the Facebook Live comment section. Of course, the old school paper COA right there in the back for this particular piece. Type the information of sold Ty Dillinger 10. See, the price is even on here, guys. I'll be so upset if you don't put the price right. It upsets me when people don't follow the rules and don't put, but the price is on the picture. All you gotta do is on there twice. Just type the words sold Ty Dillinger 10 in the Facebook Live comment section. Any takers, Mike?
We have Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Caleb Carter.
Caleb Carter.
Eli Eifert.
Eli Eifert.
Sean McGilwray.
Sean McGilwray.
Aaron Annunziata.
Aaron Annunziata.
Your favorite, Ray Williams.
Ray Williams. We are going to ship this to an undisclosed Papa John's location that is located just up the street where Bunk and Omar had that dialogue about how they went to the same school together. That's where we're going to ship that 8x10.
John Harvey.
John Harvey.
Sean Knowles.
Sean Knowles.
Craig Melee.
Craig Melee.
Adrian Gallup.
Adrian Gallup.
Jared Walton.
Jared Walters.
Walton,
excuse us.
Yep. Carlos Navarro.
Carlos Navarro. Picking up this perfect 10 promo for only $10. That's right. See, it's clever. We do clever things here at VGT. Just type the information of sold. Ty Dillinger, 10 in the Facebook Live comment. He's been screaming at 10. He's been saying it his whole career. Perfect 10. Just type in the information of sold. Ty Dillinger, 10 in the Facebook Live comment section. All right. Our next $10 promo is a hard card item. It's a hard card of 9 because we got to clear out space. We got to clear out space for this next one. And boy, you got to get out of the way of this one. This one is truly a late 90s, early 2000 promo if I ever saw it. And it's the most perfect guy to have in it. It is of Juventud Guerrero, the Juice himself. $10. The Juice will be mad that he's being sold for $10, but he ain't mad about how he looks in this 8x10. Like I said, this promo right here, this is so 2003 right there. He's got his hands down the belt buckle right there. His signature's right there. But that look right there, I'm in jeans, but I'm a wrestler, so I'm just going to pull my pants down a little bit, give you a little bit, a little peek-ski. Little Peaksy, this is very much an independent wrestler.
Gone.
This one's gone, of course.
I knew we underpriced this. I knew we.
It's been on highspots.com for this price, I don't know, for 5 years.
Don't go to the website anymore, Jake.
They don't. Well, they don't. But everybody, you get it for the same price that you would have. So, who are all the wonderful, gorgeous people? Not as gorgeous as the Juice, though. Nobody is gorgeous as the Juice. Nobody is gorgeous as the Juice. Definitely not.
All right. Have James Henson.
James Henson.
Ryan Lee Stepp.
Ryan Lee Stepp.
Jeff Morlock.
Jeff Morlock. A Morlock. A man.
Jeff Morlock.
Yeah, a man, not a Morlock, Michael.
There you go.
Coming up from the underground.
Anthony Esposito.
Anthony Esposito.
Eli Eifert.
Eli Eifert.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Matt Sophie.
Matt Sophie.
Caleb Carter.
Caleb Carter.
The last one is Daniel Rayleigh.
Daniel Rayleigh, all getting a little sip of the juice. He's trying to give us a little sip right now. That's why he's pulling down the belt. But no, just a little sip. Not all the whole thing. Not the whole glass. Not the whole glass of the juice for just $10. You all picked it up. Right there. All right. As we know, this past Tuesday, we had our good friend Terry Reynolds in. And we had her in and we brought her in, and we were very excited to have her in. She gave me a little hug. It's been a while since I've seen Terry, and I was so happy to see her, and I was so happy to see her complete this 8x10 piece. This is Gold Dust Marlena, $50 right here. Gold Dust, that's right. We got Gold Dust right there at the top, and then Marlena signed right here. And of course, this wonderful signed 8x10.
She was pretty hot that Gold Dust took that top spot.
I know, Gold. She's like, Dustin didn't save me any room. She was very upset by it. She was very upset that Dustin did not leave her enough room to sign her name. That's why they're so close together. You know, because Terry's got such a nice signature. I really dig Gold Dust. His Gold Dust signature, the big high loops. His signature is much more vertical, where Terry's runs very much horizontal. But right here, it is QR code, COA'd, popped up right there. Bam. Both of them, you can get this signed 8x10. I dare you to get a signed 8x10 by both of them. It's very, very difficult, very, very tough get. Very rare piece, signed 8x10 by both people.
I don't think people understand the delicacy sometimes when we go into, like, the order that we would have had.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way we could have got Marlena first. There's no way. There's no way. We had to go Gold Dust first, and that's the thing. I don't think Gold Dust left any room there because I don't know if he didn't want Terry to be on there. I don't know. The politics that exists just to get this 8x10 to you. And if you're going to get an 8x10 of Gold Dust and Marlena, this is the one. He's got the icy belt on there. Like, it's just a beautiful shot. Great picture. The lengths that we had to go to. Of course, we got this in a private signing with Dustin. And we got this completed with Terry this past Tuesday. This wonderful piece right here. It's complete. I know I haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of 8x10s with them together on it. Very difficult, a lot of moving parts here, but that's what we're dedicated to. We're dedicated to doing a lot of like build 8x10s, get a lot of good one-off signatures. Some signatures are very hard to get, and getting a signed 8x10 by Gold Dust and Marlena is one of those pieces, and we're bringing it here to you tonight for $50. And all you gotta do is just type the information of sold Gold Dust Marlena 50 in the Facebook Live comment section.
All right, Andy Cook.
Andy Cook.
Joe Krattinger.
Joe Krattinger.
Chuck Dasher.
Chuck Dasher.
Carlos Navarro.
Carlos Navarro, Mr. 8x10 himself.
Michael Brewer.
Michael Brewer.
Ryan Perry.
Ryan Perry.
Brendan Kane.
Brendan Kane.
Mike Kovacs.
Mike Kovacs.
Ray Williams.
Ray Williams, we are going to send this to an undisclosed Papa John's location that does not deliver to the towers, not just because they were torn down, because that's not a place to go in the middle of the night.
Matt Sophie.
Matt Sophie.
Sean McGilray.
Sean McGilray.
Jared Walton.
Jared Walton.
Nancy Trexler.
Nancy Trexler.
Tony Aragon.
Tony Aragon. All picking
Chris Ashton.
Chris Ashton. We're not done.
Robert Stone.
Robert Stone.
Jaron Trombley.
Jaron Trombley.
I think that got us caught up.
Okay.
Well, Jesse Vaughn coming in late.
Jesse Vaughn sneaking right in and getting this signed 8x10 by Goldust and Marlena for $50 here tonight.
Jeff Jewett.
Jeff Jewett also getting this signed Marlena. Jeff Jewett recognized the difficulty of getting this piece brought together and put together, one of these build pieces. It's not like we brought Marlena and Dustin, Terry and Dustin here and signed, and they just signed and done. No, or we didn't even bring them in the same fiscal week. No, we had to get this signed, set on a shelf, bring it back out, specifically book Terry, bring her in, complete this piece. But we did it, and because we were dedicated to get you full and complete pieces here at VGT.
This piece has seen half the United States just coming back.
This is true. This was signed in Austin, Texas, and was driven in a truck all the way, halfway across the country to here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where it's finished this past Tuesday. It's gone through seasons, Michael. Like, if we would have waited another week, this would have been signed in the spring, when we had it initially signed in the winter. Two seasons, winter and spring, with age, because that's how we are dedicated to these build-a-pieces, and this is the culmination of it right here tonight for $50.
All right, Dan Sousa.
Dan Sousa, old Brickwall himself, recognizing how difficult it was to get this piece.
And John D.
John D. Pietro, Michael, say his full name. Say his name. Right here, this side build piece, signed Goldust and Marlena, $50. Highspots QR code, COA. All right. We'll move on to a piece that's very limited stock on. Very limited stock on. And it's been, kind of bought here and there for quite some time. But, of course, it's considering the two men that are in the picture, we only got one signature on it. I don't think we're going to be able. This may be a bit more difficult to get the other person to sign it, so that's why we're just selling it with the one signature, because of the compromising position that one person is in. It is a signed 8x10, and of course it's very apropos because this past weekend with the barbed wire with the explosions, and we've got it labeled barbed wire Kenny on our Highspots auctions page. This is a signed Kenny Omega 8x10. We've got a barbed wire bat. We're right on top of John Moxley. This is kind of like the beginning of their feud, but this is from their Baltimore match right here. But it's only signed by Kenny. This is only just signed by Kenny. Signed Kenny, barbed wire, 8x10, $40. Signed here to, not signed here, but it signed back in October, but sold here tonight. Excuse me. Right there. There's a COA for that one. I only have 18 of these remaining. The signed Kenny Omega, barbed wire piece right here, signed by Kenny Omega, signed 8x10 Kenny Omega barbed wire. That's what I labeled on my rundown sheet. Sold for $40. Signed Kenny Omega 8x10 for $40. Give everybody a nice little look. Sami's holding up the big old donut right here.
It's unbelievable. I couldn't. This. There we go. All right. Maybe the lag is.
The lag.
Okay. I thought this would have a chance of selling.
Okay, that's the thing too. We've been bringing Kenny stuff out a little bit slowly because he's, the hot thing right now. He's it's what all the kids are digging right now. So we're giving a little sprinkle of Kenny here. We thought we were at a little Kenny Omega, hangover, and we kind of let it be. But momentum is building with Kenny, so we're giving everybody an opportunity to kind of, get back, get some more Kenny Omega stuff. So. But it looks like we only got just a few people who jumped in.
Yeah, Brendan Kane and Salvador Santoyo.
Salvador Santoyo and Brendan Kane are the two people that picked up this Kenny Omega barbed wire 8x10. So it's not a donut, but get everybody an opportunity to pick this one up right here. A lot of you picked it up with Kenny's show, and a lot of people have picked it up over time, but get everybody, so it's, Kenny and barbed wire, so synonymous right now. So this one right here. All right, we're gonna get
Actually, hold on. I made a mistake. Brendan Kane does not get it because he put signed. So I'm taking him off.
Brendan Kane, I
Follow
need
the rules.
sold.
My
Sorry.
bad. My bad.
Right there, Michael's fault. You got to put the information of sold, Brendan. Sold. Kenny Omega barbed wire 40 to get this Kenny Omega piece. But don't worry, it sounds like we have them available for a while. So, and probably it's been available on Highspots auctions for quite some time, since October, most specifically. But stock is dangerously low right now. And we are dangerously low on 2 other autographs right now. The final 2 hard cards, Michael. Thank you so much, Michael, for being on top of things, following the rules, staying consistent with everything. Michael's done a fantastic job. Give it up for Tommy. Tommy, thank you for being the only person applauding that. Michael Elliott is having an existential crisis right now, but that's okay. Final 2 hard cards, and then we have probably several more 8x10s to get through. But these are the last 2. These hard cards are going to go fast. Of course, we had, AEW, not only did they do an Explosion barbed wire match, they also did a women's tournament. And, of course, they had the Japanese bracket, and the women that were in that bracket, one of the most famous Japanese wrestlers of all time, Aja Kong. I only have 5 of them available here tonight. Aja Kong, $30. Type the information of sold. Aja Kong, 30 in the Facebook Live comment section. We actually procured this autograph at the Double or Nothing weekend in Las Vegas, the first Double or Nothing. And we only have 5 of these remaining, and I'm sure they are already gone. They're gone. They're gone. We're going to move on right here. $30. Aja Kong. Michael's hard card. He's making sure that everybody's followed the rules. Put the information of sold. Aja Kong, 30 in the Facebook Live comment section. He's going to let me know who the lucky 5 people are. John D. Pietro.
Trevor Gust.
Trevor Gust. Augusta Win got you in there.
Joe Ellen Kylo.
Joe Ellen Kylo.
Arthur Ellis.
Arthur Ellis.
And last but not least, Caleb Carter.
Caleb Carter being the lucky 5 that picked up the signed Aja Kong. You're looking at this very closely, Michael.
There's something on the bottom I was trying to read.
So, I think you should put the date.
Oh.
Yep, I think you should. How about that? All right, now I have another person that was represented in the women's tournament, and please forgive me and recognize that I grew up in Iowa, but I'm going to try to say this name. Emi Sakura, I believe is how it is. Tommy, give me the nod. Okay, Tommy gave me the Emi Sakura, also $30. Hard for Emi Sakura. Signed photo, also procured, Double or Nothing weekend. Signed right there in black, $30. Emi Sakura, $30. Only 4 of them are available here tonight. We only had 4. We had 5 of the Aja. We have even less of these as well. Just type it in.
These are gone.
These are gone. They're gone. I believe she made it all the way to the semifinals of the Japanese bracket, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember the brackets right now. A lot of wrestling has been thrown in my face, and a lot of wrestling items have been zooming past me as we've been trying to ship these past 2 fiscal weeks, and things have calmed down enough that I'm going to be taking a vacation this week. So my brain is ready to shut off.
Well, can I also give a shout out that we have a birthday boy coming up here? So
Big steak, everybody! Big steak's having a big birthday!
that's what we're talking about. Birthday boy, you're looking at him.
No, who are we looking at right now to pick up this wonderful 8x10 right here?
All right, we're not gonna fault spelling. All right, if as long as it gets sold item price,
Yes.
we're not gonna fault spelling.
We're not going to fault spelling because I probably stumble over how you properly pronounce it.
So Joe Krattinger.
Joe Krattinger.
I made a mistake.
Oh, Michael's double checking the hard card. I like that he's sticking with the rules. I like this. I like this. I like this.
Matt
this.
Wilson,
Matt Wilson.
Arthur Ellis,
Arthur Ellis.
and Trevor Gust.
Trevor Gus.
That's it.
That's it. No, and Joe Krattinger. No, Joe Krattinger.
Joe Krattinger's good. Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Krattinger.
I had a different. I actually missed Matt Wilson. So
Okay. We're good. We're safe. Michael.
we're safe. We got
We're
it.
safe. It is correct. The rules have been followed. Oh, This is a wonderful birthday present already. Love it. Thank you. Give it up for Michael right now. Give a big clap. Tommy, Michael.
Way to go, Michael.
A lot of hard cards tonight, but everything.
Exhausted.
But everything here on out, this is Michael's favorite part where he can just make the money. But hopefully we got to make a lot of sales, and hopefully there's a lot of excitement, a lot of people that want to pick up this signed 8x10 of this wonderful, fantastic wrestler who is NXT, a new NXT wrestler in Indy Hartwell. We brought out a picture of her not too long ago, but here's the white background version of Indy Hartwell, also JSA certified. Of course, the other one was a vertical. This is a horizontal one. I always like to mix it up a little bit, but like I said, this is also JSA certified. Indy Hartwell, $25, signed by Indy herself, right here in blue in the corner. And of course, JSA certified sticker, cert on the back. JSA certified Indy Hartwell, $25. Just type the words sold Indy 25 in the Facebook Live comment section. If you're interested in getting the signed 8x10 by Indy Hartwell, $25. Here's your opportunity right here tonight. But make sure you put the information of sold right at the very beginning, so that way the algorithm, the automation can pick up your purchase of this signed Indy Hartwell 8x10 right here tonight.
All right, Josh Wolf,
Josh Wolf, he's not a lone wolf. He's running with this Indy Hartwell signed 8x10.
Joe Krettinger,
Joe Krettinger.
Raymond Pappas,
Raymond Pappas.
Ray Williams,
Ray Williams, we're going to send this to an undisclosed Papa John's location that Rawls may have visited after he went to that gay bar, and people kind of noticed he was there, and we never acknowledged it. It was just said and brought out, and he just laughed, and went, huh, and then we never talked about it again.
Jesse Vaughn,
Jesse Vaughn, picking up this Indy Hartwell. This signed Indy Hartwell, JSA certified, signed 8x10 of Indy Hartwell, $25. Just $20. Normally we could do $30. This is a big special, big deal here tonight. VGT Indy Hartwell, $25. JSA certified as well for just $25. We had to pay for JSA certification, so normally we would upcharge that a little bit, but we're giving you this Indy Hartwell at a wonderful deal here tonight for $25. So, signed, JSA certified, Indy Hartwell, white background, $25. You gotta have the information of sold, Indy Hartwell, $25 in the Facebook Live comment section. All right, we're going to move on to a man who we had a signed Elite figure for a few weeks ago. Well, now we're bringing out his first 8x10 here, and it's going to be for $20. And we have one of the Viking Raiders, Ivar, right here, signed 8x10 of Ivar. And let me just point out that this is actually a Viking symbol that means Ivar. That is a Viking symbol, and that is, of course, his autograph right there of Ivar. And, of course, this is Highspots QR code, CO8, right there on the back. There it is. There is Ivar's picture right there. Signed Ivar, 8x10 for $20. Just type the word sold, Ivar 20 in the Facebook Live comment section for the signed Ivar 8x10. Just $20. Just $20 of one half of the Viking Raiders here tonight. Just $20. Ivar Viking Raiders, $20.
just a few, Raymond Pappas,
Raymond Pappas
and Matt Sophie.
and Matt Sophie picking up signed Ivar 8x10. And this Viking symbol right here, actually, and it's for sure a Viking symbol because his tag partner, Raymond Rowe, would not lead him astray. Eric, the Viking, would not lead him astray. He takes his Viking heritage very seriously, and he explained to Ivar how he should be writing his symbol on his 8x10. All right, signed Ivar, 8x10, $20.
All right, two more. Ray Williams,
Ray Williams, we're going to send this to an undisclosed Papa John's location where Paluski one day wanted to throw a pizza party for everybody in his class, but then they instructed him that you shouldn't do that because they didn't care about those kids. That's what the entire season 4 was about. So we're safe about 8 by 10. So,
And last one, lost the name, I got distracted there. Brian Burkhan.
Brian Burkhan, yeah. We all got distracted by season 4. We kept our eye on the prize. Kept our eye on the prize. Just like McNulty. Regardless of that, Ivar signed 8 by 10. Well, now we are going to bring out a signed JSA certified 8 by 10 of NXT's new Women's Tag Team Champion Shotzi Blackheart, JSA certified, signed 8 by 10, all in her glory with her tank right there. TCB, $30. Pick up this signed 8 by 10 Shotzi Blackheart right here. Tank, of course, JSA certified. Right there, signature just down below. Cert on the back. Signed Shotzi Blackheart, 8 by 10. New NXT Women's Tag Team Champion just happened last night. Signed, JSA certified, Shotzi Blackheart. I'm calling this a skull tank. She's got the TCB right on the front, taking care of business, just like Elvis himself. Right here, JSA certified, here tonight on the Highspots virtual gimmick table. Just a little less than 24 hours after the showing of her winning the women's NXT tag team titles with Ember Moon.
All right, Billy O'Donnell.
Billy O'Donnell.
Carlos Navarro.
Carlos Navarro.
Brian Burkhan.
Brian Burkhan.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Joe Krattinger.
Joe Krattinger.
Al Brune.
Al Brune.
Jeff Morlock.
Jeff Morlock. A man, not a Morlock. Coming up from the underground.
Chris Platt.
Chris Platt.
Paul Huntington.
Paul Huntington.
Jeff Head.
Jeff Head.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Jared Walton.
Jared Walton.
Jesse Coffey.
Jesse Coffey.
Junior Martin.
Junior Martin.
And Mark Martinez.
Mark Martinez.
That was great. Everybody followed the rules on there. Very good, guys.
Yeah, fantastic. You guys are figuring out the rules. Sold on name break. Give it a big round of applause for everybody watching here tonight, VGT. And I'm glad you figured out the rules because we got one more item. We figured it out because we have one more item. This is it. We're going to plug the codes and then the DVD special. And then we're going to get Jessica and Sami back out here right on time, as we always do. And this is the one that everybody was talking about in the preview that I put out on my Twitter and Instagram.
And in the comments all night.
And in the comments all night. Here we go, guys. Get ready, but make sure you have the information of sold Rhea Ripley 30 in the Facebook Live comment section, but not just signed, but JSA certified, signed Rhea Ripley, JSA certified, Rhea Ripley right there, JSA cert right there in the back. This is what everybody was talking about. You guys missed out on our figures all single week. Now here's your opportunity to get our 8x10. We have a large stock of it, so everybody that's been thirsting for Rhea Ripley autographs, here's your opportunity right here, right now. But you gotta have the information of sold Rhea Ripley 30. If you don't put sold, there is no sale. You just can't put Rhea 30. Doesn't count, or that picture 30 or just 30. None of that counts. I need the information of sold Rhea Ripley 30. And even if you put 30, Rhea sold, doesn't count. I need sold right at the beginning.
All right, we have 195 people watching right now. Tommy, would you do me a favor and count the number of Rhea Ripley sales here? I'm gonna read them out.
I'm like in the middle of kind of like trying to get all of them tabby. It's a lot,
All right,
and I
ready?
can't catch up.
I'll have
right
Big
now.
Steak count. He's good at counting.
Okay,
Ready?
here we go.
Jeremy Hinyub,
Jeremy Hinyub,
Brett Cooper,
Brett Cooper,
Dylan Free,
Dylan Free,
Raymond Pappas,
Raymond Pappas,
Deanna Reinhold,
Deanna Reinhold,
Billy O'Donnell, take
Billy,
2,
Billy O'Donnell, take a 2.
Chris Platt,
Chris Platt,
Joe Krattinger,
Joe Krattinger,
Sean McGilwray,
Sean McGilwray,
Keaton Schaefer,
Keaton Schaefer,
Mike Smith,
Mike Smith,
Trevor Gus,
Trevor Gus. A gust of wind will blow this Rhea Ripley to you. No, it won't. We'll ship it.
Jim Rose,
Jim Rose,
Richard Howell,
Richard Howe, you didn't let me down.
Josh Wolf,
Josh Wolf, not a lone wolf. You're rolling with this signed Rhea Ripley 8x10.
John D,
John D. Pietro, say his full name.
Salvatore Corsino,
Salvatore Corsino.
Anthony Esposito,
Anthony Esposito.
Darren Lilly,
Darren Lilly,
Jeff Morlock,
Jeff Morlock, a man, not a Morlock, coming up from the underground.
Adrian Gallup,
Adrian Gallup,
Joe Schinkel,
Joe Schinkel,
Vince McCormick,
Vince McCormick,
John Naparella,
John Naparella,
Caleb Carter,
Caleb Carter,
Joellen Kylo,
Joel and Kylo,
Colby Street,
Colby Street,
Brendan Kane,
Brendan Kane,
Ray Williams,
Ray Williams. We are going to send this to an undisclosed Papa John's location where Avon Barksdale would close up his club and then stop in and grab a pie before he went back home to his swanky place.
Craig Melee,
Craig Melee,
Adam Stowe,
Adam Stowe,
Michael Payne,
Michael Payne,
Rob Craig,
Rob Craig,
Jeff Head,
Jeff Head,
Chris Ashton,
Chris Ashton,
Nancy Trexler.
Nancy Trexler.
I think he was earlier, but I'm going to say it just in case. Adam Stowe. I think he put that was the second time.
Yeah, Adam Stowe. We definitely said Adam Stowe.
All right, Justin Sheely.
Justin Sheely.
Craig Melee said it the second time.
Craig
Guys,
Melee.
I just need it once, guys.
We just need it once. We just need it once.
Robert Stone.
Robert Stone.
Chad Schrader.
Chad Schrader.
Robert Elwell.
Robert Elwell.
Brian Burkhan.
Brian Burkhan.
Jeremy Hinyard.
Jeremy Hinyub. But yeah, guys, you don't need to put it in there twice. Don't worry, the algorithm's going to pull it up. This automation system that we've put into place will make sure that we have collected your order. That's why we put it in place to better serve you guys. But that's why we need you guys to have the information of sold right at the beginning. Because if we don't have that, we can't pull it out.
All right, Jamie Tyndall.
Jamie Tyndall. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you put it. If you don't have the information of sold right at the beginning, you can't pull it out. You just need it once. Just need it once, guys. So, anybody else we gotta get out?
That's it. That's a good percentage.
That's
of our
a
viewers.
good. That's a good percentage of our viewers. That's a healthy stack. Yeah, I know. I know you guys have been very frustrated with me. Like Jake Whitey, bring out so many hard items of Rhea Ripley. We want to celebrate her. We want to buy as many of her autographed 8x10s as possible. Well, here's our opportunity here tonight. Here's the big seller. That's why I put it at the end, because this is a show. This is a show, guys. And you know what? Also, too, I don't have to pull these orders. Chelsea's going to pull all these orders. So have fun pulling all these Rhea Ripley 8x10s, Chelsea, because somebody's going on vacation. Regardless, guys, thank you so much. And anybody else who wants this signed, Rhea Ripley, JSA certified, too. JSA certified, signed, Rhea Ripley, $30. Just type in the information of sold, Rhea Ripley, 30 in the Facebook Live comment section. All right. Once again, guys, hopefully you guys have got your invoice. If you live in the domestic United States for this particular fiscal week, hopefully you've got that invoice over $100 and you're collecting that free shipping. And if you're at $90 right now and you're very dangerously close, well, guess what? Here's your opportunity right here, right now, to get it over that extra line with some $10. It's a bonus DVD tonight. And, of course, since Sami Callihan, the guy who started Wrestling Revolver, the promoter to the booker, the brainchild, the man who had the brainchild of it, birthed it to you guys. Here is the debut show of Wrestling Revolver. It is the DVD special here tonight for $10. Just type the words sold Revolver debut show 10 in the Facebook Live comment section. Of course, you're going to see Tommy Dreamer taking on Eric Cannon. You're going to see Jessica Havok on here. You're going to see Sami Callihan taking on Bob Holly. Billy Gunn versus John Morrison. You're going to see me, the Man Scout Jake Manning, taking on Scotty 2 Hotty. You're also going to see Ara Fox. You're going to see Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, who are now in NXT right now, and a multitude of other people. Kurt Stallion, who's also in NXT right now. You're going to see them all here on this Wrestling Revolver debut show. Only $10. Type the information of sold Revolver debut show 10 in the Facebook Live comment section. This is our bonus DVD of the night. But of course, if you still want a signed 8x10 of Sami Callihan and Jessica Havok added to your invoice to get you over that free shipping, here's our opportunity right now. It's going to get you a little bit closer. It's going to get you $20 closer to be more specific. And I got this one available here tonight, and I have it by you just typing the information of sold Sami title 20 for this particular 8x10 here, or sold Sami full pose 20 in the Facebook Live comment section, or sold Havok reach out 20 in the Facebook Live comment section, or sold Havok full pose 20 in the Facebook Live comment section for this particular 8x10. As I said, the DVD special for Wrestling Revolver debut show, $10. Just type the word sold, Wrestling Revolver debut show, Wrestling Revolver. It's available. It is the DVD special for the show. And right now, since we're talking about the show, we might as well talk about the draw of the show. Sami Callihan coming up. I waved him. I don't know why I was waving him. He was coming up from the elevator.
Came up the elevator.
He came up the elevator. And we got Jessika Havok also in it here too. I remember I have to be the referee. I have to be the referee right now to keep you guys apart. I'm the referee of this relationship right now. And me and Charlie are doing our best to keep this family together.
Screw you, Charles. Screw you, Charles.
All right, we have reached the auction portion right now.
Hey, is that what they say?
Oh,
Hey, $1, $2.
If you knew the auctioneer in my town, he looks a lot like me if he did CrossFit.
You know, our auction's still a thing because in my hometown, Bellefontaine, Ohio, we had a dope auction. They sold beef and noodles, and the auction dude was out of this world.
I've wanted to talk to you about your hometown for quite some time.
Bellefontaine.
I did stand-up comedy there
Where?
at the fucking campground.
Which campground?
Which
Eagles Campground? That's the only campground I know in Bellefontaine. Eagles Campground.
I
It
think
used to be
so.
Eagles Campground.
Yeah.
It's like outside of town.
Yeah, just outside of town.
Yep.
It was the weirdest comedy festival I've ever been a part of in my entire life. I did comedy in my Man Scout outfit, and
Did they love you or did they hate you?
I did it as almost like an FU because it was the worst comedy festival I've ever been a part of in my entire life. The photographer of it, basically
Was using a Polaroid camera.
No, he didn't eat that day, and he had a bunch of energy drinks, and he passed out. 3 comics in.
I don't mean to laugh.
That sounds like
And it was
awesome.
It was an outdoor comedy festival where 17 people were there, but it was the most open field ever. So you need people to be close together for comedy, but these people were spread out as possible. It was raining, and then this photographer, mid punchline, just went.
When was it? when was it?
This was I think I did this it wasn't a weekend where I did a Revolver weekend. I was definitely going through Ohio, and I think I did Rockstar either the night before.
So it was within a couple years.
It's been in a couple years, the last 2 or 3 years.
I haven't been to Bellefontaine in 6 years.
They've actually got this really nice place. They got these fried bologna sandwiches.
What place is this?
It's like a brewery, a nice fried
They
bologna.
didn't have the brewery when I lived there.
It was fantastic. It was pretty
We
much
had
downtown.
2 bars.
It was downtown.
We had
It
2
was
bars.
awesome.
One of them was called Cactus Jack's.
There wasn't that. So
It's not a place you wanted to be on a Friday night.
definitely.
And the Broken Spoke.
Broken Spoke.
What about the one that we?
Oh, I did like that bar. There
Well,
was
what
a
was
bar.
that one called?
They opened this up after I left. The bowling alley bar. It's okay.
Okay, all right.
But it was sad going back to the bowling alley in my hometown and seeing all the kids that were like, I got big plans, and they never left town, and they go to the bowling alley.
Well, the big plan was to get a perfect game at the bowling alley. So
all
they're
work
working towards their dreams.
They
Sandal.
all work at Honda.
They all work at Honda. Well, right now we need to get back to work right now, and
Let's sell some stuff.
we got to sell some stuff. And I think we do. What do we? We want to start with ladies first. We want to start with the gear?
Sure, start with her.
Okay.
Do whatever you want, Jake.
Well, she's got. 2
I see
items
your
here.
alliances.
Okay, well,
Just telling you though, she does not book the Wrestling Revolver.
she does not. I know this, but we'll squeeze her right here in the middle. We're doing this mask, but I believe the reserve on this mask right now is $150. Is where we're on this mask. Jessica, can you please tell me where people might have seen you wear this mask? I've seen you wear masks multiple times. Where may they have seen
Oh,
this?
I
So-
wore it at a wrestling show. Oh, that's you. That's what you
Is that
sound
what I
like.
said? You nailed it, Sammy. Wow, you sound just like me. Sarcasm. So I have gone through many gas masks. That one in particular, I hate to part with it, but it's time. And Sammy's flipping it off. That's so rude. I have worn that. Gosh, I can't remember when I got that mask. And I have. What is he doing?
Just give him more camera time.
I hate him.
I mean, like, the Impact is not giving him enough camera time, apparently.
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 Should be a whole show me.
That went to Japan with me.
Okay.
For sure. That I had that for my Stardom tour a few
Okay.
years back. I also obviously used it for many Impact tapings. I couldn't tell you exactly. I know I wore it in Mexico for some Impact tapings.
Okay.
The last time we were there. It would be really hard for me to. But because I wore it in Japan,
but it's on Impact. It's been in Japan.
it's been
in
Japan,
Mexico.
it's on Stardom, Impact Wrestling, in Mexico for Impact. Yeah. I have a lot. I have a couple other ones, but that one's very sentimental because it did go to Japan with me. So, but I think it's time to let it go.
Yeah, and the reserve right now is 150, so it's got to be above that. So don't mess around with lower bids below that. And you guys know the process of the bids. And you guys know when we get people going back and forth like that, the way that we kind of siphon through and get through that is like if you're at a point and people are going back and forth, we need to hear if you're in or you're out. And the way that you do that to let you know that you're in is you go higher than the top bid. But if you're out, well, then just let us know that you're out, and then we'll move on to a 6-second and a 30-second clock, then a 10-second basketball count. And then we can settle up with that and then move on to the next auction.
What he
item.
said.
See, I've done this a time or two. Almost a year now. Almost a year now. I've been locked in this room just talking to you people on a camera.
You're killing it.
I'm trying. Well, I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I was last year.
You are handsome.
I was listen. I was a year ago. I was in the biggest mental breakdown that I've ever been in before my entire life.
Been there.
Because the Wrestling Revolver show canceled in Iowa, and I didn't know what I was gonna do.
I know. You got to go to Iowa.
It was
bro.
a year ago. I was like scheduled to go to Wrestling
yeah.
Revolver and be in a ladder match on my birthday, March 13th. I remember like
No, it would have been a good match. And you know what pisses? You didn't drive there. I drove there from Ohio, set up the ring, set up the entranceway,
Yeah, I remember.
set up all the chairs,
I stayed
set
home.
up everything for the damn show, and then I had to take it right down.
Right down. Well, you know what I had to do? I had to deliver.
I don't feel bad.
I had to deliver a ring pole to Ken Anderson in
I remember, and you
Minneapolis.
still did that.
I still did that. I still did it.
For
'cause
a ring pole.
one ring pole. That's a customer support at highspots.com. I will deliver a ring pole. One. Singular, not plural.
Yeah, Ken
to
Anderson.
you.
Who orders one ring pole?
Yeah, well, one of the ring poles he got from us broke. It was a replacement. It was a replacement. It
One
was our
ring
mistake.
pole.
It was our mistake. Our bad. And we were fixing a problem in the middle of a pandemic.
That's what's good about Highspots. They fix problems.
They fix
In
problems.
the middle of pandemics.
In the middle of pandemics. But right now, in the middle of this pandemic, where are we at on this gas mess right now? Did we meet the reserve at least?
We have met the reserve. Tim Kilkenny is at 175.
Oh,
175.
thank you.
Tim Kilkenny, right? Anybody going back and forth that needs to let us know that
Right now, just Tim.
Just Tim right now.
I like it, Tim.
175 is where we sit right now. You guys, if you want to jump in, you got to do better than 175 right now. Go ahead and go to the
Steve
200.
Fink, 185.
There you go. But why we mess around with $10 increments? Go right to that $200 mark. Get right over to $200.
I'm betting $4 million.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Can we get $5 million?
You're going to be washing dishes for a long time.
Casa de Havoc.
Oh, Casa de Havoc.
Casa
Oh,
de Havoc. Just got to pay you out in check. We're going to have to take that out of your paycheck every single week.
All my money goes to her anyway.
Of course.
All of it.
All of it. But no, like I used to see you guys all the time at Revolver, and it was the thing.
I know.
I
We
missed
had a
that.
close relationship. We
missed
talk.
that
I
too.
talk to you more than a lot of people.
I know.
I don't answer texts, but your texts I did answer.
Yes, and we've
He
had.
doesn't even
We've had
answer
emotional
mine.
conversations.
So, fun fact, people would often walk up to me or call me and be like, can you have Sammy get a hold of me? And then I'm like, can you tell him that I also called him? Why do you think he's going to answer for me?
I don't like phones.
You're on Twitter enough.
Twitter.
Some hacking things.
Yeah, you got a 7-hour car ride with me later tonight. Remember
and,
that.
And you also
Mind your
remember
P's
that.
and Q's.
Well,
Oh.
as someone who loves Sammy as well, I've had a hard time getting him to return my text.
Yeah.
But no, what I'll tell you this: sometimes him not returning your text, like if I ask him a question, I don't hear back. I go, oh, that's a yes.
Yeah.
like
100%. If
yeah,
I don't, no.
It was like
Yes.
it was like this appearance, like where I go, hey, did Sammy get back to you? And I go, no, I told him. He said, great. When we talked about before, and then I gave him the deal, and he never replied back. I go, oh, well, that's a yes in Sammy world.
Yeah,
Just
that is a
and
yes.
He's gonna be there. Don't worry. Go start advertising. He's gonna be there. It's okay. Like
Wow.
that's how well I know this man. But right now, I want to know about what the bids are doing right now.
We're still holding strong with Stephen Fink at 185.
185. Did Kim Kilkenny let us know that he's in or he's
Did
out?
not.
Once again, Tim, you got to let us know that you're in or you're out. The way to let you know that you're in is go higher than 150. But if you're out, just type the words out so that way we can put it on a 30-second
It's
clock.
real simple.
It's real simple. 30-second
I'll
clock.
spell it for you if you need it.
Don't.
O-U-T.
In all caps if you want. All caps. I mean, he just said it in all caps. So if you
Out.
type it all caps, go right ahead. So,
Put it on a 30-second clock, get him to move.
30-second clock.
Tim
We're
is
moving.
out.
He's out.
He's out.
30-second clock. No other action. 30-second on this gas mac that's been in Japan, been in Impact, Mexico. We're going to go 185 to
Stephen Fink.
Stephen Fink. We're going to get a 10-second basketball count right now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Steven.
We will make sure that it's all clear and we'll all go through there. Where are we going now? We're going now to a Sami singlet right here is where we go on this singlet.
One of the infamous
Infamous Sami singlet.
Callahan Taz style singlet.
Taz, is that what you said to the seamstress when they made it? Like, I want a Taz.
I'd always go Taz style or Tarzan Goto style.
Tar-
Underrated Japanese wrestler.
Oh yeah, I just had a picture of him on the table here. It was from the fire match right here. You see it. You can see Tarzan Goto's butt, I believe, right there.
Yo,
on fire.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
when I was watching the stream from the other room, that did not look like a wrestling match. I did not know what that was.
You've never
Did
seen
not
this
look like a
one.
wrestling
You never
match.
seen this? This well,
I've seen it, but seen it over the thing, it doesn't translate.
well,
Why are you yelling?
I always yell.
No inside voice.
no inside voice whatsoever.
I always
But
yell.
but no, this match, if you've ever seen it before, it lasts like 5 minutes because they they're in there.
Oh yeah, it's way too hot. They're like, we can't deal.
Yeah, they bailed fast, and the
I
people
remember.
bailed shortly thereafter. It
They were
was-
still happy. Everyone went home happy.
and burnt.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, I knew I was gonna get burnt and happy, so cool, great.
I'm burnt and happy.
Where people might have seen this singlet right here.
We're at
Sam?
PWG AAW.
Okay.
Wore it in England. I pretty much wore it everywhere. That I had 4 of these in different colors, same exact design. I kind of shuffled them in and out and wore them all over
Yeah,
the place.
I remember you being a singlet guy.
I think I wrestled you for the PWX.
yes, I think you did. That's why when I
And
saw
red
it.
kick pads that I got from Highspots Wrestling.
Yeah, see, yeah, I remember that. I remember you taking my book and slapping me across the face with
Oh,
it.
I remember
How
both of us
dare you.
being very upset.
Oh, we were so pissed.
We were very upset, and we did take it out on each other.
Oh, we did.
We weren't mad at each other.
We weren't mad
But
at
you
each
guys
other.
beat each other up. Why
Yeah.
do wrestlers do that?
I cold cocked him with a book. I
Oh,
cold cocked him
oh,
with a
I,
book.
I picked him up and threw him down really hard. I was so
Good.
mad.
Good. I'm glad.
Ooh,
I'm
so
glad you
mad.
did that. But
And-
why do friends hit each other hardest?
We
The
were in a
hardest?
bad mood and had every right to be.
We had every right
Oh.
to be.
Well, you'll have to fill me in later.
Kids, when they write a number, like time, next to your match,
Oh.
you might want to stick to it.
Oh, or when people's in the main event, maybe
That's
don't
not a
do all their
suggestion.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that too. Also too, like if it's like they put like a 12, maybe don't see that as like, well, if I add a multiple to that. Like,
Okay, let's
don't
go 45.
Yeah, let's do 40. Oh yeah, like we were not happy that day.
Half the crowd had left.
Half the crowd, and I remember us like 3/4 of the way through this, we looked at each other, we were so mad, and be like, just end it early.
It was like midnight.
Yes.
It was like midnight.
Yeah, and we're
Where
like,
was this?
PWX.
yeah,
Oh.
just up the road, Gastonia.
Oh.
See,
okay.
now she knows. She wasn't
Oh.
even there. She goes, oh, I know
Oh.
this.
We were the main supposed to go. We were main supposed to go 20. We went 9.
Yeah,
I remember that.
we
Hearing
cut
about
it
that
off.
now.
We moved on.
When I see 8 to 10 next to my name, I'm like, y'all getting a solid 7, maybe 8.
Oh yeah.
I am not going over my time. I promise.
Just like the time that you and I wrestled, I was like, oh, we were going right at 10. At 10, 5:59, doll.
Yeah, let's do
I'm the
it.
type of guy, when I watch a wrestling show, give me some 4-minute matches. Give me some 6-minute matches.
Yeah.
I like the pace sped up. Give me one long match. Maybe just one.
Like a sprint.
Yeah, exactly.
Get it?
Like a lot of those.
If you want to see wrestling style like that, check out the Wrestling Revolver. DVDs available at highspots.com.
Edited by the Man Scout Jake Manning. All of them are edited by. Graphics done by this guy right here. Basically everything.
Beat up Bob Holly on this one.
You did. You beat him up for sure. But let's see if the singlet's getting beat up in the bids right now. Where are we at right now?
So we started with Trevor Gust at 50, and then we went to Scott Caldwell at 75, and right now Keaton Schaefer is at 125. I don't know what the
125.
reserve was on this.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
Trevor Gust is out though, so.
Trevor Gus is out.
Yep.
We're at 125 right now.
Yep.
With his
Yep. Okay.
PWG singlet, AAW, Man Scout, pissed off, Gastonia match for PWX. Very angry match.
I'm pretty sure I wrestled Tommy in this singlet too.
Okay, all right. Well, way to supersede. Like I wrestled Man Scout and Tommy in. Really,
This was
jump right
actually
over
a
top there.
throwback. The first singlet I had was red, black, and white. And like that was a singlet when I started breaking out in professional wrestling. People knew me for that singlet. That was like my singlet. It was black with the red and white strips on the side. It had the X on the crotch. It had my name going down the spine. And I remember I was like, let's remake that with the new design. So like this was based off like my first ever wrestling.
Yeah, and like I'm glad that the design on the crotch didn't look weird because I too had this style of singlet, and I had my emblem like right here, and it looked like a hand dick. And it was
I always
not,
like the aesthetic.
yeah, I like the aesthetic, but when I did that, I had people like, it looks like your penis is a
Funny
dick.
story, when I went to NXT, they said no more dick on the X. No more X on the dick.
Okay.
Yeah. They said you can't have the X on your private parts
Nope.
anymore. It brings
Paul
too
said-
much attention.
Paul said,
Too much attention.
I'm the man that has the X on his dick, okay? Like,
They also told me no skulls.
okay, no skulls.
We got people that wear skulls. You can't wear skulls.
Paul's like, I have the skulls on my dick, and I have the X's on my dick. You can't have that. How about that? Sure, Paul. Whatever. Are we still doing the Instagram photo? Of course.
Yes.
Right now, let's see what the bids are at right now.
We had Keaton coming at 150, and then Miles Kane is the current high bidder at 175.
What?
Actually, Keaton is out, so
Keaton is out. And
He's out of here.
Miles Kane is at 175.
175 for
Put that on
this
30 seconds.
30 seconds right here. We're having too much. Michael's like, will you stop having fun?
We're really good at this.
We are really good.
I feel like if me and you had a show, we
And
could
me
sell a
also.
lot. No, we
I
don't
feel
need
like
you.
We have a show right
we
now.
could sell a lot of stuff.
We're doing one right now. This is
Every day. We should be on QVC.
Yeah,
We
me
should.
too. So shut up.
Oh, don't give Michael any ideas. If you
I
get
miss
QVC
watching
every day.
QVC. I was a QVC fan as a kid.
Of course, from Bellefontaine, Illinois.
QVC was
Ohio.
making my sound.
I bet in Ohio.
Right after the Super Bowl, they got the Super Bowl stuff right on QVC. During WrestleMania one year, they had WrestleMania stuff on QVC.
Great.
Like QVC.
Well, in QVC fashion, we've already set up this right now. 10-second basketball count in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to?
Going to Miles Kane.
Miles Kane. Go
Miles
Kane. Right there, all the way in Oregon. Right there, Miles Kane. All right, now we're going to go to this hat right here. Tell people, Sammy, where they might have seen this hat.
This hat right here is one of the official Death Machine snapbacks. The one that I wore to the ring all through 2018, all through 2019, through part of 2020. It's the black and gray one. I only had one that I wore to the ring. It probably has blood on it.
It's
It definitely
dirty
has
as
sweat
hell.
on it. It's super dirty. Get that zoomed in shot. You get the real dirt. You get the real thing that comes with it, free of charge.
Oh,
Sammy DNA.
I'm out.
So you can clone me. My DNA is on the hat.
And you won the
Oh.
world title in it.
That's the hat I wore when I won the world title as well.
Please don't clone Sammy. We don't need more than one of him.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
But obviously, like hat, that's always the signature thing. With,
Jess is making me get rid of some of my hats. I have way too many.
It's
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
you a hat guy?
I am a hat guy. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I put a hat on.
Okay.
I feel naked with
Were you one of those people that, like, I do my hair and then you put a hat on?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure that's the reason I started balding at a young age, because I never did not wear a hat.
okay.
You're balding.
Ow.
Listen, just shave it, man. Just,
You see that picture with the fire? That's going to be our house.
Who? Ours? No, it's not. We just got that house.
You mean this picture right here of Ty Dillinger? Like nobody can see what you're pointing off camera. I just assumed it was this one.
Yeah.
Or was it this picture of the juice? Like, hey, Jessica, I'm gonna walk in like this, and you're gonna know what I want.
The
Promo
juice.
pictures. That's what I
Promo
want.
pictures.
That's what I want.
If he ever walked in there like that, I would punch him in the face.
Every independent wrestler took that picture before.
I want him dressed.
No, I'm talking about you.
What's up?
Yeah,
Stop
exactly.
doing that. Stop doing that.
That's how every indie wrestler, like, you always have to have a shirt off with the jeans. So you're just like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
have some like pro photos of me
In jeans?
in jeans and an unbuttoned
What shoes were
shirt.
you wearing, though? Boots? They had to be boots.
I was doing barefoot. I was trying to do this weird
Barefoot?
John Mayer thing. It
Yeah,
was
didn't
weird.
work for
It
you.
didn't work.
Did
for
not
me.
work for
Did
you.
not work for me. I looked great.
This
though.
is the Jake Manning I want.
This is the revolver shirt.
Any shirt,
Right.
a blazer, jeans, and tennis shoes.
Exactly. This is the outfit.
Fancy.
Dress tennis shoes.
Dress tennis shoes. Nike.
Say something
official,
else.
You know. All right here.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's see what the bids are right now.
We started with Brian Firth at 40. Keaton Schaefer came in at 75, but right now the high bid is Christine Roper at $100.
$100. Christine Roper.
She's the goddess of cats.
And reminder,
really
guys.
That's her name. The
She's
goddess,
the goddess
of cats.
of cats.
Okay.
The goddess of cats.
Confirmed. Confirmed. As a reminder, guys, everybody that wins an auction item, Sammy will sign it and Jessica will sign it however you want, but you got to pay that invoice.
I will sign
as
it
soon
in
as you get-
blood if I have to.
No.
You gotta pay that invoice immediately before we get the needle out and poke him so he can sign it in blood. We need that before we start doing the human sacrifice, okay? So
This
we need
hat
you
is
to pay
a
that
piece of
invoice.
history. You can wear it if you want.
Exactly. You wear it if you want, display it if you want, but he can sign it however you want. But you gotta pay first. You gotta pay first. That's how these auctions work. So, I like how in the middle of this madness I keep it on the tracks.
I know.
Dollar, dollar.
I'm really impressed.
I,
Really impressed.
unfazed, and it's even the best part of that.
Disgusted.
Exactly. Every time he jumps in, I take a break. Let him say it. Back to the information.
Yeah,
right here.
you'd be
Boom.
really good at commentary. together.
I
We have actually done commentary.
We've done
together. We have done commentary.
When you say we've done commentary before, you mean I've been in mid-sentence, you take the headset off and make, did you just see what just happened? And then put it back down on me.
I do book the shows. I get hyped up sometimes.
Very hyped up.
Give me the headset. I want to say something.
I want to say.
You'll never believe what I just saw. That was the best. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Sami Callihan, that was the owner voice you heard. That wasn't just the sound of Satan.
At least I don't pull Ian Rotten and go to the ring after every match.
Oh, thank you for not doing that.
Oh, our shows only last 2 hours.
Oh God, you could have that tendency.
I don't like the long shows.
But I'll tell you what, you have the good things of Ian Rotten in that you find like young talent that hasn't been overexposed, that needs that little push.
Give them that push.
The little push.
Sometimes I push them off the mountain into the deep end.
Especially
See if they can swim.
Exactly, you have. I've seen it many a times, especially young
You push
talent.
them off the mountain into water
Yeah. or the
to see if
sharks
they could
swim.
swim.
Ian
Wait.
Rotten did that with me with Too Cold Scorpio. I was not ready. He beat my ass.
Oh,
It was a rough match.
wow.
Yeah.
You sound like a bitch a little bit.
No, he hits hard.
He hits hard. Got a huge.
I went to
huge unit,
sleep
too.
and woke back up 3 times in that match.
See?
I was 18 years old.
Wrestling Too Cold Scorpio.
Who is a big man.
All man. Since
A
day one.
big man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, big man.
Very athletic.
Very.
You said it, I did not.
Yeah. Endowed with all kinds of gifts. Very well endowed man.
Oh my god.
Very well endowed.
What is this?
This is money, honey.
I know.
Don't call me honey.
All right. Well, how about Queen Maureen? How about I call you on to figure out what the bids are?
Keaton went up to 110, but he's actually out now, and Christine is the high bidder at 150.
150. You didn't mess around, Christine.
I'm really sorry. I may have just shit my pants.
No, it's.
I am sorry.
Ew.
I was hoping it would not smell, but it smells.
Oh, well,
It
I don't have
smells.
COVID, ladies and gentlemen, because I have a sense of smell. So I can smell that for sure. But even if I was sick,
It's burning my eyes. It's mine.
It's okay. Once again,
So sorry.
I even have a sense of taste too, because I'm chewing on
my
it right now.
Is that ketchup? Is that ketchup?
That's not ketchup. That's something with whales.
It was silent, and I thought it would not smell.
No, I heard it. You can say it. I heard it.
I tried to sneak it.
I felt it even too. I felt it. We're standing that close.
It was really long too. It was.
We got through it. Are we all through this?
Christine is still at 150.
One-
Everyone else. Oh, wait, nope. Andreas Homdorfer came in at 160.
160.
Oh!
Christine, we're gonna give you time to go back and forth.
Got
Christine
the
likes-
cat.
Christina's up to 200.
Oh!
$200. Not messing around, Christine.
She is not.
She wants this hat. We're at $200, and we're gonna get back to that. But let's. All right, I'm back. Like I said,
It's
settled.
settled.
it's down. It took the elevator down. They
It
took
did.
the elevator down.
that new
And
elevator here at Highspots.
we had to put one in because we can't walk through this office whatsoever.
My favorite thing is Mike holding my dog right now, though.
He's a dog person.
I thought, and we were so afraid. We're like, damn, we forgot to tell him we were bringing our dog. What if he doesn't like dogs? Allergic to dogs? What if he's
Is that
mad?
how that went?
Well, that
And
last
then,
one.
as
That's
soon
an
as we
everyday
got out of the
thing.
car, he goes, "Oh, you got a dog! Give me that dog."
Remember, little
I
dog.
said we brought our dog. He's like, I have a water bowl. Like, perfect.
We've had many a dogs in this office.
We are in the right spot.
Many a dogs. So I mean, we've had, you know, Taya brought her dog here. Effie brought his dog, and then of course we had the dog-faced gremlin here. So we love dogs here at Highspots.
I'm just saying, Charles is better than Cranberry and Prince Presley.
And
Cranberry.
and slightly
Yeah,
better than Rick
Effie's dog,
Steiner.
Cranberry.
And a little better signature as well. But where are the bids at right now?
Still staying strong, Christine, 200.
200,
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I was about
We're at 30 seconds.
30-second clock right now. Christine, she has jumped all the way to $200 right now. We're coming
Goddess
on
of Cats.
Put that on to
Goddess
see how
of
big
Cats.
my head is. My head is ginormous.
Jesus,
Oh my
alive.
god! Look how baggy it is!
My God.
I got big old ham on me.
That's like
A ham? You could be.
You could be a hat guy with the bent bill. I feel like that works.
I like burning the skin off my scalp and shaving it right off. So I didn't gig myself just for you. I was like,
I remember
I was shaving my head like Sammy, like
the first Heroes of Burke County. Seeing you with a mustache bothers me. You need the mustache.
Oh, I have to have. A
It
mustache.
makes you. You're a guy. My dad had a mustache his entire life. One time he shaved it off and he came to the room. I was like, "You should not have done that."
Same thing happened.
You should not have done that.
Same thing happened with my dad.
Yeah.
I started crying. Go, you're not my daddy.
Yeah.
You're not my daddy. You're not my daddy.
Some guys can rock a mustache. I cannot.
Yeah, my dad had a
No.
great mustache and he shaved it off.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. So, whatever. All right, 10-second basketball count.
10 seconds.
10 seconds in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bam!
Queen of Cats is going to be walking away with his Callihan.
You got it.
You got it?
You got it.
You're going to be invoiced for right now. We need you to pay it so that way Sammy can sign it in blood and however you want it. So, all right,
One
we're
more Sammy, and then we're gonna go back to that. We're gonna finish.
okay. We're finished with that. Okay, we got the kick pads right here. Sammy, please tell everyone watching at home where they might have seen these. Kick
These were my NXT Solomon Crow kick pads.
pads. Okay.
They're fancy. They fit. I wore them, I think, 6 times because I did not have a good run there. But they were used on television. Terrible part of my life. But now they can be yours, and hopefully bring you bad luck as well.
Maybe don't say that.
What a sales pitch!
They are
what the hell?
they are cursed.
No, they're not. They're great.
They're really cool. You should buy them.
You could wear them over a boot to Walmart or Target if you're a Target person. I'm a Target.
They
person.
make you extra kicky.
You put them on and you'll instantly want to just kick the shit out of people. Do it.
We see who the salesman is in this family. Okay.
He gets mad, so all he can do is mock my laugh.
You know what?
It's okay.
I'm about to break this table.
Don't you do it, because
Don't do
then
it.
that's gonna
Don't
come
do
out
it.
of
It's
your
one of
auction
it's
money.
one of the few wood tables that are left on this earth. Every
Well, the
independent
table in the
wrestler.
signing room already collapsed on me earlier.
That's what you get.
It's all messed up.
Were you wearing those?
What kind of shenanigans are you running in here?
Oh my god.
Trying to run a virtual auction right now on these Solomon Crow kick pads that you've sold up quite well. So not a fan of your run NXT.
It was not good.
Not good.
It was not good. Yeah.
So what? I saw the first vignettes of it. What was Solomon Crow supposed to be?
It's supposed to be kind of like what I'm doing now,
The kid from the Incredibles.
but they didn't really understand that at all, and they
He
just said,
looked
"We're
like
going to
the
do
kid
the
from The
vignettes,
Incredibles.
but you're not that character. You're just a guy." but we're gonna use this. But then the writers didn't get that memo, and they're like, they'd write stuff for me to say that was very hacker-esque, computer-esque. But then I'd get yelled at for saying hacker, computer-esque stuff because I'm not a hacker. It's just all the wires were crossed. Had a good time.
The code was messed up.
I had a sweet haircut though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You were right. That,
I looked like Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Yep.
which is what you were going for. So, but no, they let you go, and now you just jumped head first.
No, my time there was great. I learned a lot, but how many people would say they quit WWE? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, you hit the ground running though.
I did really hard.
Yeah, I feel like you were one of those model people that like quit and then hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Like there weren't a lot of people that did that. Now people are like we're doing it so much, and I have to say you're one of the first guys that like, yeah, I'll take that chance on myself.
Yeah,
You know.
Juice Robinson and myself.
Yeah. Definitely, and see where he's at with New Japan. You of course have
We
your own
ain't
company.
doing too bad.
Yeah,
We ain't
exactly.
doing too bad.
Impact, World Champion, multiple times over, and just everything that you've done.
Lucha Underground Trios champion,
Exactly.
New Japan World Tag League. I pretty much did everything.
You tagged with Juice there.
Yeah, I
In
know.
New Japan.
I was there.
Oh, yeah, you were,
I was.
and you got your ass beat.
I didn't get my ass beat by no one. Too Cold Scorpio was not there.
You're just trying to avoid that man as much as possible. Every time he hears that song, "Too Cold Scorpio, Too Cold Scorpio," he runs away. Every time he just runs away. It's like
And it's scary because I love him,
yeah.
but he is a terrifying man.
You don't. You just want to step to the game room. You don't want to like. You just want to step to the game room.
What's the bidding on the cursed kick pass?
Yeah, where we at?
We started with Andy Cook at 50, and then your friend Tanya bid 60. Scott Caldwell took us to 100. Brian Firth was 105, and Jaron Trombley is in the lead at 110.
Cursed kick pads.
Cursed kick pads.
If you want them, they are cursed.
They're
You will
not-
have bad luck for a long
No,
time.
you won't have bad luck.
I'm superstitious. It might happen.
You're stupid, Stitious.
Well,
You're
I
very
mean,
stupid.
Well, I mean,
just came up with that just now.
For somebody's OCD right now, it is face up, face down, so it's like a heads up penny, but it's kind of like a heads up penny and an upside down penny.
They're floating.
Yeah.
You're holding it.
Whoa.
How do you deal with this guy?
I yell a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's very loud.
Oh, he yelled that in your ear, by the way. How's your ear?
That's great.
Yeah.
If you were to say that you're the loud one, I would concur. But no, like it's just you yourself. Like I've known you for years.
Yeah.
And like it's been such a pleasure to be around you,
Thank
and like
you.
and the fact that like you're with this guy, and I get to see you at Revolver shows, and just the massive just dish and shit talking we get to do about people makes me so happy, and it reminds me when we bring you in for Queens of Combat.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember filming a promo with you.
You know what? Since I'm not part of this conversation, I'll just leave.
No, you
No,
can
you-
stay.
you
You
can
got to
stay.
listen. I listen to your stories.
You listen to your stories. I mean,
Yeah. So, anyway.
I have to say, like I always think about when you cut this promo and you were you're hyped up and you were in typical Josh the form, and I just remember grabbing him like, don't ever change.
I remember that.
Don't ever change.
I remember that.
And so now every time when I see you, I'm always like, Jessica, don't ever change.
Oh, and I won't.
You won't. You have not, and you will not.
I remember that promo. I remember that. And I remember you just being like, don't ever change.
Don't ever change.
It's just fun. I just can't deal. And then I get to unload all of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels great to get it out. Just don't get on my fucking bad side. How about that? Then you won't be in my next Highspots shoot interview. How about that?
Yeah.
No one's gonna watch your shoot interview.
Shit.
But
Well, you shouldn't. Because I'm going to bury your ass.
Yeah, Maureen, you're so funny.
She thinks I'm
With
funny.
your purple hair.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'll whoop his
Okay,
ass.
actually, no,
Well,
sorry.
Quinn Moran, since you've been called into this, where are we at on the bids right now?
Still holding strong. Oh, never mind. Jaron Trombley was at 110, but Dylan Free just snuck in at 120.
120.
Ooh,
All
Lord.
right, moving it up. Jaron Trumbull, let me know if you're in or you're out. Okay, we're at 120 right now for these kick pads. But like I say, you two, like I am so happy you two are together, and like
We're really
Thank
cool.
you.
you got like
We are really
like you're some of my two favorite people. Like I met you very early through a friend of a friend, and Queen, you know, from Queens of
Yeah.
Combat very early and got to know you more. I met you very long time ago.
We did.
I think it was like a IWC show. You might have been the first time we ever met. Did you
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it was Pittsburgh.
I think so. And I think I came up to you, so you were in Heroes of Burke County.
Yes. And
I was a
that's
big
how it
fan
started.
of that DVD.
And that's how it all started. And ever since then, it's just been like, Jake. And it's ever since then. And then when I found out you two were together, it made me so happy. Because now...
Dude, I'm so sad. Like, from our relationship, you were going to give me my dream match at WrestleCon last year at $5 wrestling. And it didn't happen. I was going to go one-on-one with Freight Train finally. And it didn't happen.
I know. There were so many things that were supposed to happen.
There's been multiple Manias where I've almost wrestled Freight Train.
Mm-hmm. There has been. There's that one time in New York, and then that changed. But like this one was going to be the final there, and I was trying to bait Kenny Omega into wrestling Jeff Hardy.
Oh.
I was doing everything I possibly could to have him cut promos at Kenny Omega, just because I knew he was coming to do an appearance with us. I knew he'd be in the night before, so to sign autographs for. So I was trying to be like, hey man, if you want to stick over a couple hours
And wrestle Jeff Hart.
it's just Jeff Hart for any amount of money, let me know. Like I was willing to pay that check. I was willing to make that happen.
$6 million later, we have the greatest wrestling match in wrestling history.
I know, and I would be broke for the rest of my life.
Worth
like
it. Worth it.
Capital One. I would have one of those advanced checks that you send me that I'm like would bankrupt me forever. High interest rate. I would have done it. I would have secured the loan to make it happen. I would have mortgaged my house to make that happen. So, but yeah, we missed out on a lot of things. We missed out the besties taking on. Russell Ranger and One Horn Liger was going to be a big one.
I had booked Chris Dickinson and Shingo to beat each other up.
Oh, I know.
Jealous that
was
never
gonna be amazing. So, what were some Mania matches you were missed out on?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I am the opposite Mania weekend. I'm like, can I be booked on as little shows as possible so I could go watch all the shows? Because there's so many matches that I would want to see. But then I'm like, I hate the stress of being like, oh, I have to wrestle this bitch at noon and then have to be at this building at 2 to wrestle this bitch. So I don't want to do that. I'm just sick of wrestling bitches. I just want to watch bitches beat up other bitches and watch male bitches beat up other male bitches. I don't know. Everybody's bitches to me, in case you haven't noticed.
So you don't want to do like another hoss fight in the middle of Midtown Manhattan?
That was
anymore?
a great match.
It was a great match. It was.
Was that the match I was in?
Yes.
With all those guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got squashed by
Oh my
Fonzie.
god.
Oh,
Dan
so many.
Moff murdered me.
Oh,
Worth it.
yeah.
Because he hit me with the...
Burning Hammer.
Yeah.
Know your wrestling moves. You're a pro.
You cut me
Jess
off.
won't even use the names of moves. You get me with the thing from
This
the
thing.
thing. You know the thing.
The deal.
I wasn't even finished speaking words, bitch. Anyways.
We
I
might
was
have
in that
children
match.
watching. Watch your language.
Yeah, I know what you mean about Dan Moff. I feel like before this pandemic, like Northeast Wrestling was going to probably book me against Dan Moff very
He's
soon.
awesome,
He
too.
smells
but
amazing.
He's incredible, and he's a man of man. I remember somebody came up to me in the locker room at a Northeast Wrestling show, and they asked me about boots. And I was like, I work at Highspots. I know about boots.
Yeah,
They go to me.
you
and
know boots.
I know boots. And so, like, this guy was like, hey, we're talking about these Highspots boots. And so I'm like, well, this is our boots. You really need to get the Mexico boots. I think they're better. All of a sudden, Dan Moff just walked over in the middle of our conversation. He goes, Bootmaker, 87th Street. Go there. Willie. And then walked off.
Wow.
And he said it so forcefully that I was like, don't listen to the damn word I have to say.
Go to 87th Street.
Go to 87. Ask for Willie, because Dan Moff sent you. Because I don't know nothing about boots. Dan
He's
Moff.
got a guy.
He's got a guy.
Me and Sammy tagged against Dan Moff and JT Dunn at What Wrestling.
Yep.
And I remember Dan Moff hitting me with a burning hammer in that match, too. But earlier on in the match, a piece of board or a table or something got broke in the ring. So not only did I get hit with a burning hammer, when I hit, a wood chip went in my eye, and I was like, ah, I can't see. So that sucks.
Great story,
I was
Jess.
Why are you being a dick? I'm gonna kick you.
All right, before
wrestle
violence
right now?
happens,
No, I don't
we're
wrestle.
on the bids right now.
We're going back and forth, starting with Derek Rowe at 130. Kelly Young was 135, but she is out now. Tanya went to 140, and the current high bidder is going to be Derek Rowe at 145.
Derek Rowe.
Want to put it on 30 seconds?
Yes.
Just 30 seconds right now. Derek Rowe, the Curse kick pads, the Solomon Crow kick pads. Right now, 30-second clock. Very nice kick pads, nice little design. Both of them on the back, nice little.
They are cursed.
They're
Just to remind
allegedly.
Just to remind- Allegedly, they are cursed.
Allegedly, they definitely they were an Instagram photo right here. So. right here. All right, we're going for 10-second basketball count.
Tanya came in at 150.
150. Okay, we're
150.
back and forth right now on these kick pads, right here.
Yep.
All right, cool. This is where we're sitting. I'll throw these back over. Let me know. We'll go back to chit-chatting about Lord knows whatever
People
else.
like the cursed kick pads.
They do. They like the Solomon Crow run.
And
They
you
wanted
said
to
I
see-
couldn't sell anything.
But the thing is, if
Look at me selling
If
stuff.
Solomon Crow would have worked out, we wouldn't have got Wrestling Revolver. And
know.
and people ask me all the time, like, Des Moines, Iowa.
It's a great crowd.
It
It
is.
really is.
Yeah.
One of the best crowds.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much Wrestling Revolver evolved from the first show, because I did not think they were going to be the fan base that they were going to be, and I
Yeah.
booked the completely wrong card for the first.
Yeah,
show.
and if you look at the show, like you were like, okay, well, WWE names, I'll put
Scotty Too Hottie,
Scotty
Bob
Too-
Holly,
Bob
Billy
Holly,
Gunn,
Billy
John
Gunn.
Morrison.
Didn't realize that people wanted to see like the guys like Desmond Xavier and
Brian Cages,
Brian Cages,
Trevor
and
Lees,
Trevor Lees, like they wanted to see
Stone
those.
Cold Steve Austin's.
Yeah,
He
all
was
of
there.
those people.
He
All
may
of
or may not have been on the first Revolver show.
May or may not have.
Derek Rowe is
allegedly.
out,
Derek
so
Rowe.
we can go on a count if you want.
Go on a 10-second basketball count,
150
right?
Tanya right now.
150, Tanya right here. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the dust is settled. Kick pads right here. You'll be invoiced for them immediately. We're now going to go Slammiversary gear. Of course, the reserve on this one is $500, but this was worn on Slammiversary. Jessica, tell us behind this gear right here. As I said, Slammiversary.
Actually, so Sammy designed that gear for me. And that's kind of my new look, but the black and that lime green, it's my favorite color combo, so I am, like, I was torn about getting rid of it, but I have a lot of new
We have
awesome
way
gear.
too much stuff at our house.
Yes, we do. But that is, I debuted that at Slammiversary this past year. And then I've worn that on many episodes of Impact Wrestling going forward. And
Pretty
as
sure
I said,
you wore it in the Knockouts tag title tournament at one point as well.
Yes, I did. But that's it's one of my favorite sets of gear. But I have a lot, so I figure I'd give a little back to
the fans of Jessica Havok,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
especially like the fans of you and Nevaeh as well.
yes.
I gotta say this, guys, because when this pandemic hit, there was like a short list of people that were in the front of my mind right away, and you both were some of those people.
Thank
And
I remember I hit you up right when the pandemic happened.
yeah, you were one of the people that I talk about, and one of the people I thought about, because I do this thing where I don't worry about myself, because I try to take care of other people before myself, which is something that I try and work on every day. But it is a flaw, but at the same time, I guess it's a positive trait. Is I think about everybody else when it first happened, and then when these started rolling a little bit, the idea of autographs and getting things signed, like hey, people want autograph stuff. I kept thinking about like, man, I really need to just go to Ohio, see Sammy and Jessica, put a little money in their pocket, sign some 8x10s, maybe do a fireside chat, and we just bury everybody and ruin our careers.
Oh, yes.
And maybe even
You and Jess as a fireside chat.
oh, we would never be able to work anywhere else.
we
ever
would
again.
100% have to quit wrestling.
We'd have to bleep out all the names.
Yeah,
So-
it would literally be just all bleeping.
Yeah, just that
All the
person.
time.
We just bleep that up. Cut that story. We can't. But no, you guys were the first people, and I was gonna purposely like drive. I was like, well, I just drove to Minneapolis for a ring pull. I could drive to Ohio
for some autographs.
for some autographs from my friends and get to see them and talk with them and post up, but also like Jake, Chris, Nevaeh. Like
Yeah.
they're all right there, and I like just how special like those two are as well, especially like Nevaeh. What's it like to actually team with her on national television?
Oh my gosh, it's honestly, in my opinion, been a really long time coming because we started tagging at Queens of Combat.
Yeah.
Like that was our first, go at being a tag team, and I feel like we worked out so well. And even though our styles are so different and we look different and just in every way, but we make it work. And she's been one of my best friends for a long time, and she's literally one of the only people that I could honestly say that I trust with my life. And to have her by my side on TV and doing these pay-per-views for Impact it's fucking awesome. I love it. I have no words for it. I'm so happy that she's there with me finally. I feel like it was a long time coming for her, and I don't understand why she didn't get a shot on TV earlier. But she's there with me now, and that's all that matters.
Grossly, criminally neglected
Yes.
in the wrestling world.
Yes.
Like some of the best Queens of Combat matches we ever had. Like I remember her wrestling Nikki Storm, Nikki Cross now.
Yes.
In a match where they just kind of sat down and like, all right, this is what I do. Okay, well, this is the finish. And then they just went out and did it.
Yeah.
They talked about 3 things.
Yeah.
Went their separate ways and then just had this incredible match. One of the best Queens of Combat matches of all time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
And before she had her recent kid, I remember there was discussion of we'll make her our champion.
Yeah.
That was
and that would have been so well deserved for her too. I remember that was one of your guys' plan going forward.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be our first champion, right?
Yeah, I think
maybe the first champion was crowned, and then she would be the one to
take it. Yeah, and she'd have that long run with it.
Yeah,
for sure. That's what I think that the plan was with her. She's going to be the face of our company. It's we're going to start cycling people in to face Nevaeh every single show because we know she's going to carry it as a main event.
Yes.
Every single. We're going to close the show with her every single time. So. But I mean, that was the plan with her. She's just so incredible. But also Jake Crist as well.
Underrated.
Oh, grossly.
Have you seen him lately?
Oh, he looks great.
He's shredded. He has a 6-pack.
I know. He looks so good.
And it's funny because, I don't think the wrestling world knows how much he's appreciated behind the scenes by people in wrestling. Almost every person that wrestles Jake Crist will go, Jake Crist is one of the best people I've ever wrestled in my career.
I could say that myself.
Every single time.
I got the pleasure of wrestling
But he never
him.
gets the praise of some other people.
Never.
He should.
Yeah, for sure.
He can't have a bad match. Won't have a bad match.
And he's just kind of incredible, his timing.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that's all striking to me is there's these moments and these things that he does, and the timing, especially some of the times he's hit his cutter out of nowhere.
Watching him wrestle is like a great song. It's it has that tempo and it just hits and it hits and it hits. It's never herky jerky. It's just
that succession of kicks he does
smooth,
is so there's such fluidity to it.
He was that became such a big thing on the indies. The multiple kick, kick, kick. I still think Jake was one of the first people to do it. Back in 06, super roundhouse.
I remember him calling me that spot when he was one of the ring riders at Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
I remember him oh, that's this kick thing. I'm like, okay, cool, man.
And stupid, way more athletic than people know. And people don't realize, before he became doing the big cutters and crazy stuff, dude is one of the best technical wrestlers in the world and never does it. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, dude, people forget that he did shooting stars off the top of trucks and buildings. He can legit do every style and succeed at it.
Yeah, I remember for a while, every time I saw him, he was always bleeding from the head. So
Yeah.
I was like, every time I see you, you always busted open. I go, just go hard. I was like, yeah, I see. But he's a reinvention with him. He's had different reinventions of himself.
Now that he's off being a free agent, I think right now has been really good for his psyche to figure out who he is on his own. He's always had to be in a tag team. He's always had to be in a group. Right now is a time for him to figure out who he is as a singles competitor. And I think once someone finally pulls the trigger and gives him a chance of what he's become, he's going to be a huge star.
Absolutely. 100%. But let's see if somebody's being a big star in the bids. Have we at least met the reserve?
We have met the reserve.
Okay.
We've gone back and forth with Keaton Schaefer and Stephen Fink. Started at 500, and now we are at 625 with Stephen Fink.
Okay.
Awesome. We like to send our friends home with as much money as possible.
Okay.
Let's throw one of each of these signed promos in with that. So winner gets that. Maybe that'll bump things up a few dollars.
Okay, we're gonna and whoever wins this, they're getting all the signed photos that Jessica signed earlier. They will be included with this wonderful Slammiversary gear right here. And what you said this is the new type of gear. What was the inspiration? Because you, a queen of reinvention as well.
Yes. So Sammy he'd given me a little help with this.
I've designed way too many wrestlers' gears.
Yeah, but not you. You've designed so many wrestlers' gear, but this is only the second set he's ever designed for me.
I don't like designing stuff for myself or her.
Yeah, but
I get cold feet.
I wanted more of like just because, like you said, like I try to reinvent myself like every so often as far as my look, because I understand that nothing in wrestling is original, but I pride myself on trying to take something that inspires me and put my own twist on it.
I took three different sets of her old gear and mix it into one set of gear. Like, there's this one set of gear that she had when we first got together. That's like one of my favorite gear she had. Then her Japanese gear, and then her gear that she had at Impact. And I took all three and mixed them all into one design.
Yeah, so that a lot of my inspiration as far as the look, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the video game series called Resident Evil, but there's a main villain of the game named Albert Wesker, and he always had a clean, very villainous look. And I've done the Mad Max rugged look in the past. I've done all these different things. I've even, I don't know, just tried to go super goth and stuff like that. But I feel like this is more who I am. And even though like I'm a darker character in wrestling, I do still like some color. Like a lot of people don't realize that two of my favorite colors are hot pink and that lime green. But I can't just run around, in wrestling like, in hot pink. So I try to throw colors in there where I can, but that's like kind of the look I was going for, is like a cleaner, but kind of still sinister look with that. And I have 4 other sets of gear that I absolutely love that I'm not parting with anytime soon.
And I don't think people got some of the small references in this. I put references to wrestlers that maybe want to be a wrestler, and just like Terry Funk and Mick Foley and Undertaker and guys like that, I was a huge Liger mark. So like, I actually got a little bit of Liger in the front of the design.
And you actually,
like the bottom of his tights.
The other set of gear that Sammy had designed me a while back was a full Liger tights. And that's actually, it was like a black base with hot pink and lime green. I actually used to wear it at Queens of Combat all the time. Yeah. Which I think that gear I sold a long while back. That was like years ago. But yeah.
You don't steal, you take inspiration.
You take inspiration, you put your own twist on it.
I want to show, like, thanks to my forefathers in professional wrestling. Like, I think that's very big in professional wrestling. And I love when people do that, especially with gear for, like, one time. Like, someone's in a huge match and having something inspire them to want to be a professional wrestler and get them to that point.
So we'll see where we're at the point right now with these bids.
Still back and forth with Keaton and Steve is in the lead right now at 725.
725 is where we're at right now on this gear right here. And you talk about innovation, and I got to give you also props as well, Sammy. A lot of people don't know this, because a lot of people have seen me do this time and time again. The spot where I read the book and fall off the top rope is this guy. This is the guy that told me to do that.
That's awesome.
And he said it, and I was always curious if you remember, because you said it in such passing. I'd never done it before. We were doing some scramble.
People come up to me a lot and say, "Yo, you told me to do that." I'm like, I don't remember telling you
That's
that.
why
I'm not saying I
had a feeling.
I get ideas and I have to say them, or I forget them. So like, I'll just walk up and just be like, "Yo, this," and I'll just walk away. She's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Just remember that. Yeah. Just remember that, please."
But it was like we were doing a wrestling revolver, like.
It was a scramble. And I think you're like, "What dive do I do?" I'm like, "Oh, you should just go to the top and trust fall reading your book." I wouldn't even say I was gonna dive. I was just gonna pussy out and just be like, "I'll catch everybody." Like, and he goes, and they're just, it's a formula. This is the formula. Blah, 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 and then there's dive, and then you're gonna get on the top, read a book, and fall backwards. Bye, go. And I go,
it's great.
That's not a bad idea. And then
but now you do it into the ring, you do it out of the ring.
You want to know why I do it in the ring?
Because people don't catch you.
Exactly. I did that. I was not caught in a baseball field.
I think more wrestling training schools need to have a straight-on day teaching people how to catch dives. Mm-hmm. I had to go where I was trained. That was like a full week of training. Like, you're just catching dives from everyone.
Yeah.
And if you want to get caught on your first time ever doing a dive, you better catch these people, or they're not going to catch you.
Yeah. I wonder why my back's messed up, but
every week on wrestling shows on television, I see at least one person eat shit.
I get so mad when I see that shit. I get so mad.
I've always prided myself on catching people. Like,
Yes,
like,
same.
like,
I've hurt myself catching people.
yes, yeah, me
Well, it's better than dropping them.
too. Exactly.
Honestly, I would rather. Ugh.
I remember getting knocked unconscious one of the 2 times in the Jeff Peterson Cup. The first time, I got knocked unconscious. I've been in the loser 10-man. I have been knocked out every single time at the Jeff Peterson Cup. The first year,
Oh my god.
every year, I have been knocked
And the
unconscious.
PWG loser 10
Were
had a
you
finger
wearing the
stuck in my
cursed kick pads?
I am cursed when it comes to the 10-man loser tag and the Jeff Peterson Cup. First year, I got knocked unconscious. I don't remember anything. I remember getting hit and falling at Eric Cannon's feet, and he just goes, "Yo, he's done." Like,
Wow.
he's done, and he just like kicked me off to the side. But know what? Unconscious, like not aware. I had enough wits about me to circle around to catch El Generico's dive. That, like not even my
That's
wits.
a good brother, man.
That is a good brother right there, and that's why I always tell people. But like I like not having conscious awareness of anything. Like that's how like I was. And then the second time I got knocked unconscious was catching a dive from AR Fox. And I always held a lot of resentment to him because I thought I got hurt from his dive. And then I come to find out later what happened was, when I saw the footage, it wasn't him hitting me. It was me falling backwards. And then the guardrail was just below me. And the base of my...
Taken out by the guardrail.
Yeah, the base of my spine hit the guardrail and I got knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
So then this guy puts me on commentary with the guy who knocked me unconscious.
Oh
And
my
he goes, do this show.
AR Fox was randomly great on commentary.
He was!
Because you don't expect him to just be like,
We
What?
had a chemistry
he
together.
used a fake name.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's on here where he's just like, here, this guy.
The first couple Revolver shows are like the Wild West because we did not know what we were
We didn't
doing
know
yet.
what
We
we
were
were
trying to figure out what it was.
Not an idea, but I'll tell you what, me and Era Fox, good friends to this day, and because you stuck us together.
There was also
Where
a
did
really shitty commentary guy on that because he was a sponsor and he wanted to do one match.
yeah.
We're not good. We'll never let a sponsor do commentary ever again.
Well, that's the thing with those Revolver shows. They were so hectic for me. Like, I had to get changed before the doors opened.
You had to sell Highspots.
Sell Highspots stuff, but before I ever got there, I had to set up the cameras, set up the Highspots stuff, go over my match, and I had to tell my guys, like, hey, we need to go over this before the doors open, because when the doors open,
I gotta sell and do
I
commentary.
can sell and do commentary. This is so like it was always very hectic for me to go do all that, but at the same time it was worth it, and I always felt like if I ever get a commentary job, it's because you put me out there.
Dude,
wrestling
you're
Revolver.
you're one of the voices of Revolver. Like you and Bork and JT Davidson all mixing together are
Yeah.
some of my favorite commentators.
The Bork and I finally figured
Yep.
out our chemistry after like the first 2 shows we did wasn't great, but I think it was the 3rd or 4th. I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden
You found who each other were.
yeah, and also too like I learned that he would be there when I stopped talking, which is I think the key.
Bork is a little more bad guy. You're a little more good guy, and
Yeah.
freaking, you're both kind of. And I feel like you kind of clashed at first because you're both really smart asses on
Yeah.
commentary. But then you had to find where that balances together. And now, like, I love our commentary team because it gets me excited to watch wrestling. There's
Hey,
so
Jake,
many commentary teams
We're
that.
gonna put this on a 10-second. Keaton's out and Stephen Fink is at 775.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I was say people wonder about the thing, but we're just. Oh, I'm glad we got to that. All right, here we go. We're gonna put a 10-second clock. It's official now. Here it is. 10-second basketball count in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're good. Who's it go to?
It's going to Stephen Fink for 775.
Thank you,
775.
Yay! Thank you so
Jessica
much.
says thank you. Make sure you pay that invoice. Are we doing
Last
this?
item.
Last item of the night.
Best item for last.
Best for last. Sami Callihan vest right here.
This one has seen better days.
Okay, where have they seen this one possibly?
This one has been against Pentagon Jr. This one, I've done a ton of hardcore matches around the world, and this was one of my very first vests of this style. It was my all-time favorite. I wore it more than any other ones. I wore it for almost 2 years straight.
Okay.
It's time to go. I wanted to go to a good home.
Okay,
It's
well,
a good vest too. It's one of my favorite ones you have.
well, what's the inspiration from this one? Like, where you say take from something else or you're inspired by something? What inspired the vest?
A lot of my stuff was like based off Mad Max when I first started doing like the vest gimmick. I went from being like a cowboy to being
desperado.
a desperado to being a little more like post-apocalyptic, but I still wanted that kind of Western twang, that kind of redneck twang. Because I'm from Ohio, so I need that white trashiness.
I've seen where you're from. Their delicacy is fried bologna sandwiches. So.
And I mixed it all together. I wanted something. I actually took a lot of inspiration from the D'Lo Brown chest protector because I always thought that was awesome. And now working with D'Lo Brown, as he's one of a major guy in the office of Impact Wrestling with talent relations, every time I try to talk, I'm like, one more match, D'Lo, but you got to wear the chest protector. I stole the chest protector from you.
Because we recognize.
I love
and you better recognize, because if you don't,
love him.
But yeah, D'Lo Brown.
Such a good dude.
Oh, the best.
And he's awesome on commentary too. He just started doing commentary with Matt Stryker. I love them on commentary.
I've been very excited to listen to him on commentary. He was in here.
They get me hyped.
Yeah. He's great, man, and he loves. Like I remember when we did an interview, we talked about how much we love pro wrestling.
Yep.
So you've never wrestled D'Lo before?
I haven't. I want to so bad.
Guess who has wrestled D'Lo?
Because on every indie show forever, you get booked against random X sign guy, number one.
I'm the doormat. I'm the guy that they wrestle before they go, and I'm the guy that they wrestle.
But it's never guys that stay there for a while. It's like, oh, we have this guy for one shot. Who can they wrestling? Jake.
Yeah. Like, hey, because you want to know why? Because I'm a heel.
I usually wrestle Scotty Too Hottie on their first Revolver.
I know, and me and Scotty have wrestled each other multiple times.
I was like, you think you and Scotty Too Hottie be good? You're like, I've wrestled him a lot.
I know him. I know the names of his children. Like, he showed me. He's just like, hey, my kid's doing this. Oh, good. How about that? Okay, same match. Cool. Got it.
Fair enough. Yeah, we got it.
Boom. Got it. Cool. But
what if he just mix it up one time? He's like, oh yeah, same thing. Then he gets out there, hits you with a burning hammer.
I wouldn't be surprised. He can pull it off.
Yeah.
He's still doing the dance, regardless.
Dude, he's jacked right now too.
Oh yeah. But yeah, and I always gave him the speech, much like any like name wrestler. I gave him the same speech, and I do it to Scotty every time, and he gives me a different response. As if he's never heard it before, and it was always the funniest. I'd always go to him. I go, hey man, you know me. Whatever you want to do, as much or as little as you want to do, I'm here for you. And he would always give me a different response. Last time it goes, man, you changed. I was like, I've asked you the same. I've told you the same thing every time we wrestle. Like, whatever you want to do. So, and it's always been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's always like weird people. But yeah, I wrestled D'Lo in the worst gear of all time.
Which gear? Was this Trunks Jake Manning?
This was lime green bikers. Shake Manning.
Pre-mustache?
Pre-mustache.
Oh my god.
This was trying to be Christopher Daniels.
How come
Jake
every
Manning.
young wrestler from our generation, because we started around the same time, we all at one point had lime green gear. Like we were like, you know, it'd be cool, like lime green biker shorts. Like, yeah. I had a lime green singlet at one point. I had lime green trunks at one point. Lime green and purple and gray.
Yeah.
I was like, this is totally me. This is what I need. Not me. Did not work.
Did not work at all. It was bad. I was almost embarrassed. And I was wrestling D'Lo. It was a tag match. It was me and my tag partner Joey Silva versus D'Lo Brown and Ron Killings.
Great match.
It was. I remember nothing from the match other than him clotheslining the shit out of me. And it was
He's
like
a big, thick boy too.
Yeah, he was. And D'Lo, like at that time, like D'Lo should have been somebody's world champ. He should have, like, if AEW was around, they would have put the belt on him immediately.
D'Lo, yeah,
he was incredible.
Dude, D'Lo's run when he first came to TNA during the TNA pay-per-view years was awesome. Dude, he did the lowdown from the outside, from the top rope just to the floor on the outside on somebody.
Well, have you seen?
Imagine laying on the floor and see D'Lo jumping off the top, just coming at you.
This was on Twitter too. Have you guys seen the clip of D'Lo wrestling? I think the Dudley Boys in Japan. It might have been an All Japan thing.
Oh, and he takes that power bomb
for the table that didn't break. Oh!
I saw that for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I texted D'Lo, and I went, D'Lo, why? And he goes. That was the worst tour of my life.
I bet.
Yeah.
You should have died. You should have died, D'Lo. I don't know how you're alive today.
I'm gonna look. Oh, I know on my phone. I was gonna look it up right now and see his exact wording.
Well, let's look up where the bids are doing right now on
we
this
started
vest.
with Tim Kilkenny at 75, went to Derek Rowe at 80, then Scott Caldwell to 100, Brian Firth at 200, and right now we're sitting at 250 with Corey Scott. But we have some things to add to this.
Oh, we have some things to ask.
How about this? Would you just like to add a little something extra?
Okay. To this
How about
vest.
that? First 10 shows.
First 10, Wrestling Revolver.
One of my favorite covers of all time.
Yeah, me too.
Because
good
Jake
call.
Manning.
Good call. Good call.
Is the moon.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Spoiled.
deep cut right there. For sure. But all 10, these right here. First 10 revolvers will be included with this auction item right here. But yeah.
I randomly booked Naito.
I know, in Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
It did well.
It was a great show.
It was
really was.
It was really, really, really cool. What are some matches you think about, like the whole run of Revolver when you think about it? Between
Moose,
the two of you.
first time ever, Moose versus Keith Lee.
Okay.
I thought that was all. I think me and Brian Cage from the second show. Trying to think of other ones that really like kicked. I think the first Cage of Horrors match we did.
Yeah, that was pretty
unreal.
Cool.
Trevor Lee versus John Morrison, but John Morrison was Boone the Bounty Hunter, and it happened over the entire show. Their match number 2, fought to the back, disappeared. We did like 2 more matches. They fought back after intermission, did a segment, 2 more matches, and they came back again and finished the match. And we had Boone the Bounty Hunter ride in on a military Hummer.
And did like some parkour thing off of it
Yeah,
too, if I'm not
of
mistaken.
course.
Yeah, he rides. He's standing on the top of this Hummer that gets driven in the building, and like a normal person just jump down. He does a side flip, lands and sticks it.
Because why not? Like. But, what about you, Jessica? What are some memories of Revolver that you think about?
Well, that Haas fight that at Pancakes and Pile Drivers.
You, Miko Satomura, and Kimberly.
Yeah, that match was awesome. I was so glad when Kim was the one that got kicked to the top of the head instead of me. I was like, I'm out. That's what you get. You wanted to be in here.
LAX versus the Rascals. Like, there's been some really good Revolver matches.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoyed my match with Shotzi. I think it was that
You and
Naito show,
Shotzi.
right?
Yep.
I thought that match was a lot of fun.
We actually randomly got Davey Richards to show up to a show.
Yeah.
That's very rare on the indie.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
God.
was
And he killed it.
yeah,
He killed it.
It's great.
That's why you book him. Even if he doesn't, if he does show up, he's gonna kill it.
I love Davey.
Yeah, I do too.
There's this weird thing, like I understand.
But
him.
he's been in a lot of car wrecks.
Yes, he
on the
has.
show.
Like he.
Oh, you mean car wrecks?
I mean,
He's never no-showed me though.
yeah.
He's never. He always. Because are you gonna be here? Are you gonna? He's like, I will be there. I will be
there. Give me a microphone. I know I just wrestled 20 minutes in the main event. Give me the mic.
Yo, another Revolver match. The first ever Pancakes and Pile Drivers. Me and Brian Cage versus the Lucha Brothers. That was another unreal match.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think of like a couple.
That ladder match. That was the main event of the first Pancakes.
Ooh.
Leo Rush, Joey Janela, Jason Cade, Caleb Connolly. So many people.
Yeah, that was an absurd one.
Trevor Lee. Like,
Yeah, that was.
I just put 15 dudes that I thought were crazy in a match and gave them 8 ladders and 10 boards and just said, do whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of those scramble matches that were like some were better than others. Some like.
Some were really good, though.
Yeah, some.
I feel like Revolver kind of did the scrambles better than a lot of companies.
Yeah, for sure. And the one I liked was I found interesting.
It wasn't a throwaway match of Revolver. It became a thing that the people
Well,
wanted.
I think the brilliant thing, and I don't know if it worked out this way, was the scramble title. Whoever the champion was, kind of dictated the style of it.
Yep.
Like I feel like Caleb brought something to the scramble match that when Era Fox was the scramble champion didn't bring to it. I think Matthew Palmer brought something different to it. When storytelling, where Era Fox was just off the wall bonkers. Then it was storytelling, and then Caleb was kind of like a mixture of that, and then I was kind of like.
They wanted you to win.
Yeah, and then that short little run with the tent and the overlapping of that in there.
That's another
storytelling.
Revolver. Like, you versus the tent. It will go.
That
it
is
was
the
one of those
best
epic
Revolver
reaction
feud.
matches. That's one of my favorite shows we've ever done.
Yeah, I think, and even that one we did on Twitch that was with Impact. Like,
Yeah.
you let me wrestle Tommy Dreamer, which has been a dream match of mine.
I was like, you want to wrestle Tommy? You're like, yes, please.
It's the only one
I thought you would have wrestled him 100 times.
No, he was one of the people I've been like hunting down for years. So like getting to wrestle him, and being receptive to all of my ideas and allowing me to do this and take every dumb thing that I suggest, like, hey, I'm going to bring out a camping tent. He goes, what if I put a kendo stick in? I go, that's a good idea.
Please.
And thus the tent became a thing.
I remember when you put Ace Romero and like 8 other people in one tent.
Yeah. And that was like during like Caleb's run there. We had like Madman Fulton in there and then Kimberly. And then that's when the like, tent like formed.
It got over, bro.
Yeah, it did.
And then it won the scramble title.
Exactly. So, but that's the other thing too, is that the tent was like a thing in my mind.
Tent sold photo ops.
Yeah.
Tent sold photo ops at Revolver shows.
Mm-hmm.
Tent's over. He's a piece of shit,
That's
though.
the
He really
worst.
is.
It's the worst Twitter account ever too.
Oh. I'm surprised you didn't get canceled for Tent's actions on Twitter.
I think you might have sent a message to Tent like, "Hey, you can't tweet that."
Yeah, please don't.
Please don't, Tent. Please don't. Tent's drunk again. Just let him have it. But let's see who's gonna have this vest real soon.
We went back and forth with Corey and Keaton, but Corey is out. Keaton is at $400 right now.
$400. Anybody else? Can we put on a 30-second?
We can.
30-second clock. $400. Don't mind me, Samuel, on my reach, but we are going to put this 30-second clock vest all around the world.
You got to put it on.
Put it on. All right. All right, I'll put it on. Give the 10-second basketball count.
If this becomes your new gear, I won't be mad.
We'll see.
Maybe it's time to reinvent yourself, and the Man Scout gets a vest.
I don't know how this vaccine's going to work out. We may go into Mad Max time, so this may be quite
That's
handy.
a good look on you,
It's a
actually.
great
It
look.
really is.
I think so. Like I feel like I could have been a good member of OVE, you know. But you got the other Jacob, Madman Fulton, but that's okay.
He was taller than you.
He was taller than me, and I
He's
get it.
very strong.
Very strong. You got the strong Jacob. It's okay. I understand. No big deal. Not that I'm hurt or anything. Regardless of that, am I ready to do the 10-second? I'm ready to do it right now. I'm going to do it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $400 to
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer.
Keaton Schaefer, thank you very much. You get the vest. You get the DVDs.
All of them.
Oh, dude, you need to get Don West.
Don West.
I bet you have Don West do a virtual gimmick table if you guys would do great.
I bet so. We would
You
sell.
might lose your job, though.
We would sell everything in this office.
Yes.
And we have.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. I would need Don West's help, but for
I've been looking around here all day, and there's stuff I don't even think you guys remember having.
well, this Onita thing we've had on our website for 4 years, and we just sold all of them tonight. So, regardless, we sold a lot of stuff tonight. This is the end of the auction period. Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you. I had a blast.
I had a blast. I'm so happy we got this done. I'm so glad I did just like meet you guys in Dayton, signed a few pictures, and left.
This
I'm
is way
glad-
better.
This was way better.
Because we're going to stop at the Mothman statue on the way back home.
Oh, you're going that way, but
She
yeah.
wants to stop so bad.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you.
We drove
Yes.
past that town on the way here.
Yeah, I know exactly where you went, and I'm excited for both of you. I'm excited you're here, and I'm excited you guys are here.
Yeah,
thank you so
you
much. Before we
guys.
get out of here,
And Charlie also says thank you.
Fuck you, Charles.
Hey, he just went.
all right. Anything you guys want to say to your fans before we get out of here?
We love you. Well, I love you guys. I don't know about him. And a special thanks to Christine and Steve. You guys always support me everywhere I go, and I appreciate it very, very much.
To double down on that, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the Highspots Virtual Gimmick Table. And make sure you look at the Sunday noon drop for this upcoming Sign Out Live with Legit Layla, and of course next Thursday, VGT with QT Marshall. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Highspots Virtual Gimmick Table. For Sammy, for Jessica, it's the man Scout Jake Manning. Good night.